Are we on? I got some sound in here. Coffee and Kush TV. We in the building. There's my headphone. Hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. It is Saturday. A great day to start off October 1st, 2022. And already we got the excellent conversation. It's the first of the month. Wake up. We got a great conversation about reparations. And here comes the Democratic crackheads. Press one once again, telling us what they hand out, what they need. Once again, press one. It's the fine time. It's political time now. Now it's time to embarrass these punks. Press one. Press one. Yeah. I was watching Revolt TV, and I said, damn, this democratic system won't stop. These black Klansmen will never stop. The only people they quote is white Klansmen. Press one. Whenever they quote a white man, it's a German or a Russian Klansman. Press one. Press one. And the cold thing is, you should be able to see through them. Now that you're fucking with your boy over here at the university, Urban Conservative, Kev Roll Coffee and Kush TV, and whatever is up under that. I'm tired of the Hamburglar. I'm tired of a man named Killer Mike is supposed to have some political advice for the average Afro-American so-called black person in America. And then I think we got to begin to separate ourselves. Press one. We got to begin to separate ourselves from a lot of these so-called black folk who've been in allegiance with this democratic system. They think like children. And I've realized that, like, damn, I'm above these clowns, and so are you. They think like children. You can tell they think like this. It's a damn shame. The shit I'm gonna play for y'all today, I ain't even watched. I just seen that Killer Mike is begging for reparations once again. And reparations should come in the form of a goddamn land patent or something. Press one, some land. No. Press one. No land for you, sir. Press one. If you didn't have any land, you don't got any land. Let's say it with me. Just because you are a melanated human being don't mean you had land or is in the same struggle as the people who did own land and were free people of the Americas. Let's make the distinction be right here, right now. That's why it's clear. That's why we got to be clear about who you are. And black and all of these cold words for dead in law is by far is worse than the N-word. Calling yourself black is worse than calling yourself the N-word. Press one. If you call yourself black, I don't want. It's detrimental to the advancement of a nation to call yourself and to refer to yourself as dead in law. Press one. Y'all listen to the white supremacists this whole time, and y'all dead in the law. They didn't have to kill you. They killed you in the law. So that means you ain't worth nothing. Press one. They get you to believe in some goddamn amendment, some goddamn where, and got you thinking that's the law when that ain't nothing but slavery. Press one. You ain't nothing. Tell them again, Lewis. They ain't nothing but dead men walking. They up here walking or walking dead. They talking about your black ass. Dead. Black. That's why I don't trust these people who say we black people and what we got to do. And then I ask these black people where they from. They say Jamaica. They say Africa. They say Norway. Press one. They say Russia. They say Germany. They ain't not even with you. Press one. And it's time you separate the heirs of freedom and the freedmen of George Washington, Supreme Court, and all you federalized workers that's here for a handout. And it's time that we, as good people, take a stand. Press one. I don't want no damn handout. Press one. No damn handout. Not with you. I don't want you to have no handout. That's for sure. I don't want you black folk from a different nation to get nothing before me or get nothing that's due to me or the free people here in the Americas whose whole legacy was stolen. Press 1. A lot of these black nations was with the Confederacy. Press 1. I say a lot of these black nations and these black folk y'all see, they was with the Confederacy. Press 1. They was with the Klan to destroy you. A lot of them won't tell you. Like the Haitian, they was with the Klan. They was with Nazi. They was with the Confederacy. Press 1. To take over our stuff and to steal our trust and to give it to the lords of London over there. Press 1. Woo, it's gonna get hot today, Woo. Destruction. See, you got to know who you are to be able to combat a Democrat. President, listen to me. To combat a Democrat, you got to break them all the way down. Press 1. You got to lead them, whirlwind of knowledge. Yeah, the all these islanders and all these folk, they fought with the Confederacy to overthrow the Americas. Press 1. That's how you fight. So I ain't no Trinidadian or no Jamaican or nobody not finna come to me and tell me what we gotta do. Press 1. No offense to you, but you did what you had to do. Press 1. You ain't no better than the European colonists that you spend your life trying to get me to go against. Press 1. I'm tired of it. Tired of bouncing back and forth between two niggas. Tired. Press 1. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Sometimes you just got to keep it real with them. That's why I let y'all know up front. I'm with everybody. I'm with truth. I love everybody. All loving people. But who I do this for my drug dealer, my thug niggas. Press 1. This is for the Afro-Americans who need to wake up out this mental slumber of entertainment that they in. And behind that, everybody else gonna wake up. I'm not worried about it because it's a trickle-down effect. Once they're okay, you're okay. Press 1. We the most loving people on earth. On this earth, walking around. I don't care how much propaganda they use against black males or black women. And let me show you an instance. I hate to do this, but there's a brother. Press 1. His name is Mr. Let Go. Now, he be talking about relationships, but I want to show y'all something. This man did a live stream and said that women, now listen to me. He said that proof that animals are more intelligent than women. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. And he's a life coach for women. It says proof that animals are more intelligent than women. Press 1. Woo, if that ain't homosexual stuff, I don't know what it is. So you telling me that being with a woman is worse than being with an animal? Press 1. So what do you want me to be with? Since they're more, what type of shit is this? Press 1. Would y'all like to hear his ability to convey this message before we get into Killer Mike? Press 1. His video, 3 hours, y'all. We're not finna do no damn 3 hours. I just want to show you the common sense of an individual that will put proof that animals are more intelligent than women. Oh, these black men in America, you folk, you American raised bastards. Press 1, you ungrateful some of my guns. You women, you telling me that animals are smarter than women? Press 1. Sometimes you can't make this stuff up, family. You gotta go up out of here with all these emojis. Yeah, I don't think I can ride with niggas who think animals are smarter than women. A brother like that, a person like that, asleep with a dog. That means there is no use for the woman whatsoever. And that's why I got back into scripture. Press 1, because the Bible say, press 1, that man was going to lose natural affection for a woman. Press 1. What Bible verse is that? Man was gonna lose natural infection. What a woman. These niggas, these manosphere life coaches Nigga, relationship gurus on the internet is fucking y'all brains up. Lord have mercy. They just don't want you with a woman. No, it's better than. That's why I don't trust Atlantean government. Press 1. My government got to be ruled with God. Press 1. I'm telling you right now. That's why I ain't giving you no damn reparation until you get baptized. Press 1. They better not let me in. I'm finna clean my act up. I'm finna go suit and tie. Tomorrow, I'm not cursing no more. I'm finna get y'all signed up. Y'all finna get baptized. Press 1. Nope. Nope. You can't be this one. You can't serve other gods. Nope. You finna get this work, and you finna learn how to be emancipated. You ain't even emancipated. How Abraham Lincoln get you emancipation and George Washington gave it to you first? Press 1. That's your dumb ass. You let them trick you into Abraham Lincoln when it's really George Washington, fool. Press 1. That's because you's a retarded Bungalow 54 Project Raised Democrat. Press 1. You don't know nothing about Harriet Tubman was a spy. Press 1. She was a spy to help overthrow your nation. So they prop her up. Press 1. They just broke down. They just broke down and told her. They telling us everything. Right here, right here. Truth is upon the earth, Democrat. Truth is upon the earth. Ain't no way around it. Give me another blunt. Ain't nothing but wake up and spread truth. All the Democrats gonna fall. Ain't nothing going on in y'all communities but PPP loans and niggas who trying to steal land and give it to Chinese landowners. And speaking of Chinese folk, what? Killer Mike, where the fuck is the bank that you had with Dr. Wu? What?
Shame.
What happened to the whatchamacallit?
Shame.
What you talking about, James Moore? What? No, we don't do F America. Or well, I don't know what you doing. Y'all settle down with all that typing. Press 1. Settle down. What happened to the bank? How I thought you was in business with the Chinese. Press 1 to give us chime-like banking. What happened? Press 1. What happened to the bank? Killer Mike. I'm not letting black people forget what happened to the bank. If you had a bank, we'll be investing in ourselves. Press 1. If you had the bank, we could buy land right now. We can get a loan. Press 1 with the loan. Let's get it. Tell Akon we going to Wakanda with this bank loan. Come on. Press 1. Oh, I told you. Press 1. Damn, a Democrat and Black Lives Matter. George Soros can kiss my ass. Press 1. Hate these folk always messing up our bag. Press 1. We fighting for reclassification, restitution, and reparation. Not y'all little African and Jamaican reparations. Y'all help overthrow us. Y'all didn't own nothing. What's your last name? Ain't one of y'all last names on the doll's roll. Ain't none of them stolen. Quit lying. Press 1. Stop. Press 1. You ain't got no last name like this one. Your last name Francois. Press 1. That's not on the deeds over here. That's French. That's Aryan nation. That's white people. Press 1. Them Nazis. Catholic, German, Russian. Press 1. I'm with King George. I'm with sovereignty. Press 1. I don't even like Democrats or Republicans. I'm with kings and sovereignty and free people and niggas that know how to make money using their fucking brain, not niggas who need the government and communistic ideas to give them something, nigga. Because your name ain't on shit. That's why. Because your name don't mean shit here in the Americas. Press 1. There's the one capstone around this motherfucker, and we all know we are all heirs of George Washington, just like Adam and Eve, and we heirs of God in heaven. Same precept, right? That's in the preamble. Press 1. And a lot of Democrats don't even know what the preamble is. Press 1. You don't even know that George Washington and the laws in America is the same Levitical laws. Press 1. That's written in Genesis. Press 1. Leviticus. Press 1 because you let white supremacist communists. Press 1 Adolf Hitler, Schindler's List, Russian, Vladimir Putin, Vlad TV, Adam 22, granduncles as niggas tell y'all history. Then y'all like little monkeys. Y'all know them little Moorish monkeys that sit around next to the white man. If you go to LA, you go to a place called The Shrine right across the street from USC on the backside. Press 1, nigga kept South Central in a building right there on Figueroa. President Jefferson, nigga, what? Press 1. You go right there, they'll show you a big white Moor with a little monkey Moor sitting right there. Press 1, destruction. And that's all y'all is. Operators of the same Barnum and Bailey circus that overthrew this nation. Press 1, y'all don't let the seeds of Satan in the kingdom. Y'all don't gave them rights. Talking about black rights. That's them. That's them. Black rights is them. I don't want to fight for no more black right and white right or none of that white rights or nothing. Press 1. I just want free people of the land. Press 1. Free. What happened? How y'all think y'all free and y'all enslaved to the bankers? Did you know they stole it from somebody? You know they stole it from somewhere. Something's wrong with y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'll be mad. I'm passionate. I'm not mad. I just like to come at these niggas hard, digging their chest because they know these Democratic Klansmen ain't shit. Revolt TV, Bad Boy as a record label, as a YouTube page, and as a revolted page. Fuck them and everything they stand for over there at the Democratic Klan Union. Fuck them. Press. I don't like Revolt or nothing they stand for. Remember, Candace Owens went over there and kicked their ass with what? Truth. She went over there with truth. Your fat ass. Press 1. T.I. sitting over there with his dumb ass, sitting over there like a little bitch. Press 1. Yeah, that's true. We ain't even say that though. Press 1. You ain't even mean that though. Press 1. How you talking political like this? Stupid ass nigga. Press 1. That's why they don't take us serious. You can't even come to the table. Y'all niggas is playing. Wearing goofy ass glasses. Look at them. Nigga, you know if a bucket of chicken flew past his nose, his nose go right with it. Press 1. Out of shape, gluttonous bastard. Press 1. None of them believe in God. Press 1. And you won't hear no God come out Democratic mouth. Press 1. Allah, nothing. Only thing they know is Nation of Islam, Allah. They don't know nothing else. They don't know nothing. Press 1. They know nothing of the law. They're working with amendments to re-enslave us. That's what y'all working with. These niggas at Revolt TV, get them. These niggas at get them. They'll never go to the Supreme Court because the white man that kicked their ass. Press 1. Toby, bitch. Press 1. Don't you ever take these people to the Supreme Court and help them overthrow nothing. What's all this arguing for when we can all get together and go to the Supreme Court, take our gripe with the law itself. Press 1, and we'll plead with the heavens using the word and law. Kick their ass. You ain't got to use guns to overthrow no damn banker that don't even exist. Press 1. Use the law and kick their ass. Press 1. They begging for chicken wing. I don't want no damn chicken. Don't give them nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing but give it to Jacob the jeweler. Press 1. Now all they gonna do is give it to another Russian man and say, here, y'all rule over us again. Press 1. And while we kill each other, fuck a Democrat and they gang-banging friends. Press 1. I love to see they clowns out here losing every motherfucking day. I don't like Democrats. I don't like them. They don't like me neither. So it's time we stop fronting. I don't like y'all, and y'all don't like me. It's been me the whole time. I really just am tired. I'm tired. All the Democratic hoes at the club, press 1, all having abortions, 65 million aborted babies every since 1960 something. Because Democrats, all the thing they want to do is stick their hand out, stick their penises out, and open up their legs and not have no responsibility. Press 1 and think that Planned Parenthood, made by Margaret Sanger, a Nazi Russian motherfucking racist who would sit here to
destroy black, rip the womb out of you. Yo, dumb ass talking about I'm baby daddy free, about to be a murder at Planned Parenthood. Press 1. I hate Democrats. They all gonna be a living sacrifice. Forget that. Ain't nobody gonna sacrifice nothing. They gonna be our firstborn sacrifice. I'm not trying to get no reparation with Taquisha and them. Hell no. We not on the same level. And we ain't on no F America neither. Marty, yo, you can take that shit right up out of here. We love America. All federalized workers of America, we love y'all too. I ain't no fuck up them. You might need them. You might be with them. You may need America on your way out. You better not say fuck America. America served you well. Press 1. America served your ass well. Y'all ate good off a bitch. Press 1. Y'all ain't good. Don't sit around and F America when you sitting up under America with your hand out begging America every chance. And nigga, there she is right there. Here you go, little nigga. Don't you cuss America out. That's what you need to breathe. I know, because I'm not in debt. Press 1. You is. Press 1. And if you not in debt and you still broken down, you fucked up. Press 1. You still broken down and fucked up. Press 1. But you in debt. Press 1. When you in debt. I'm tired of these folk. People from the record label thinking they talking for the black, so-called black community. I'm separate from them. Talk to me. I'm sovereign. I'm sovereign. I'm with righteousness and kings and queens and shit. How you gonna be a king? Ain't no such thing as no king and queen and a Democrat. Press 1. When the last time a Democrat been king and queen? Your first Democrat was Adolf Hitler. The fuck is you talking about? He wanted white supremacist online banking for everybody, Press 1. And that's what they got. Stupid. How you gonna join Adolf Hitler's Democratic Party? The first Democrat in the world. Yeah. How you against white supremacy? You go vote Adolf Hitler, Democratic Party, liberal. Press 1 every fucking time. Well, that's why you get your ass kicked. The United States government don't run shit. Your state do. Fool. Press 1. Your state do. That's why Atlanta's fucked up with a Hollywood mask. Press 1. Atlanta is the most destructive Sodom and Gomorrah's type. I ain't even been there. Type of world. If I know, I've been to Hollywood. I lived right around the corner. Press 1. I know how evil that is. I know you get that to black people. Oh my God. Y'all want to know why niggas really getting set up around this motherfucker? You know, gave Disneyland to these motherfuckers. All they need is makeup and perfume and Versace clothes to cover up the sin. Press 1 to be back in church on the wrong day. Press 1. They'll be back in church on the wrong day, serving Peter through Jesus. They be serving Peter through Jesus. I'm tired of these Democrats. You wanna know what else? I'm tired of these Democrats. I know you tired too, because all of our sisters and mothers and dumbass cousins and brothers, they all tell me, "Did you see that new movie, Gav?" What new movie? Press 1. We'll get to Killer Mike in a minute. We get back to them. We're gonna be on them for a minute. The new stupid movie. Press 1. The new one. The Woman King. Press 1. This is how you know you stupid. Period. 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 We is not them. Press 1. We is not them. Let me repeat. We is not them. This is not our people. Are you crazy? And y'all brain. This is why Democrats can't be in control. You Democratic women need to sit y'all ass down. Press 1. And niggas behind them. Press 1. How y'all playing role reversal? The woman is behind the man, pushing him forward in the Egyptian walls that y'all believe in. Y'all put the woman up front and hide in the background until they need a defense or something. Press 1. Tired of them. This ain't our people. Why you keep getting us confused with these people? This ain't us. No, it's not. Press 1. These are some evil motherfuckers right here. Man, these motherfuckers is evil as shit. They'll eat you. Press 1. Not because they're African with y'all racist asses. We love our African brothers, but even though they know these evil broads right here, these sell all they people. They got sold. They were selling Africans into slavery. Press 1. With your black ass in America, don't even know nobody history. How you gonna be?
Shame.
How you miss the whole
Shame.
1800 and go all the way back to this? They was the ones selling their brothers and sisters to Arab masters. Press 1. They're trying to sell their maternal story as if it's something good. It matriarch nothing. They love the matriarch, woman in power. Is the most destructive. The most destructive families on earth is when there is no men who are in power. Those are the most senile, destructive families where you can't go to the men in the family. It's just mama, grandmamas, bunch of women, and sons and grandsons and uncles. Everybody beat down from mentally being destroyed. They have no fight in them, bro. You can't go to one man in the family and get a blessed of nothing, bro. Oh, hell no. I'm not going. What? Press 1? That's the first sign there's not a man around. Press 1. Well, to deliver no guidance and pass guidance, those simple things that need to be passed down to these young men ain't even been passed down. Like go get a haircut. They ain't even been passed down, G. They ain't been passed down. Young girls being picked off in the movie and all discussed. I didn't even watch the movie. I just know that they was doing this. You know, and they want to constantly pump this into our psyche that we are come from this, we are part of this, or some old matriarchic order is a part. Like, bro, our families is messed up, G. I'm just started talking to them about it. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all good people out there in the world. I'm through. Tired, G. Press 1. Let's listen to a soundbite. Let's listen to this.
Joe Lewis, his first-hand eyewitness accounts of his brutal capture.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because this is really about you know what these women was doing back then and how they were being used to overthrow governments as well. Y'all just take it into time immemorial, but it's a lot deeper than that, because you bring that up to speed and you have their women conquering men, setting niggas up, getting female. A lot of the trafficking y'all see going on, a lot of it got to do with the women behind it, with the males up front being the sacrifice. Press 1. Facts. Why you think old boy mama in PNB Rock situation, a whole family full of what? Who back there? Who the camera on? Mama. Facts, G. Y'all got to take all this into consideration. Listen to this.
Meet Cujo Lewis, his first-hand eyewitness accounts of his brutal capture and subsequent selling into slavery by Dahomey female warriors was recorded in the Zora Neale Hurston book, Barracoon. 37 years after the fictional events in the movie The Woman King, the Dahomey tribe was a savage empire that terrorized their neighbors. For decades, Dahomey sold other Africans into slavery. This made them powerful and extremely wealthy. This true narrative was not told in the film. In fact, it leaves us with the impression that they were stopping the selling of blacks. They were not.
Press 1, they were not, G. And you bring that up to speed, you put that more into complex, and you will see how a lot of black men fell back in the day. I told y'all that 30%, that deal that the church made or the black woman made with the Russians to do what? Abort their first babies. You got to understand, it's called This is like a shipwreck. That's why all them shipwrecks in World War I and II, watch this, I'm going to fuck y'all up. Because that's called a vessel. But you are not a vessel. You are a vassal to the king. They turn in words around. You were a vassal. So if you were a vassal to the king, you was a part of that kingdom and a sworn pledger of that family, that order of things. Press 1. So that's how they was able to vessel, get you in the water, C-section, the church over you, birth certificates, and beat you that way, because this is all heirs' rights. This is all pretty much, if you have the kingdom of heaven in your brain, just think, how would they enter the kingdom of heaven? How would they get into the kingdom? Not when we die, we go into the kingdom, and then God, how would they get inside of the kingdom? Remember, we was having all the world fairs and all this shit back in the floods and shit. This is all 1900, late 1800, early 1900. You got to know why you want reparation. You got to know why you need to be reclassified to get restitution and reparation. You need to be reclassified back into who you are, back into your correct status. Press 1. That's all you need to do. You don't need to fight for nothing. You don't need to gather up and meet at the convention with Puff Daddy. They're going to lead you back into a communist, childlike, unlawful mindset. Press 1. Everybody under federal investigation, so it don't even matter. Everybody, all of them criminals, all of them, from T.I., all of them. I don't listen to no criminals tell me they ain't gonna talk about the law. They'll never get me there. So I don't believe in entertainment. That's why I use that to do YouTube, but to give y'all truth inside of it. You feel me? I'm not just here to get your attention, to be clouded up and all that. No, you're gonna get something from me. Press 1, and not just what somebody got caught at the airport with a gun. Somebody left a gun in the Uber car. Oh, block dead. Oh, this one. Fuck all that shit. If a man can't put his mind around the daily ordinances of law, politics, and sports is way down there. I can't focus when my money ain't right. I can't focus when I'm thinking about debt bondage. I can't even think about no God. The only stat I see in my brain is how I'm gonna correct this negative balance in my goddamn bank account. That's the only stat I want to see. And how by next week, press 1. All this other mumbo jumbo. How can we flip that? All this other shit y'all talking is just make believe, meta. What's the word when they're all dead? All y'all dead. Y'all believe in allegories, metaphysics. Y'all trapped in the metaverse through metaphysics. Press 1. Serving a dead God. Peter. Press 1. Lucifer, Satan. Press 1. Y'all all speaking dead. That's Babylon. That's dead talk. You want to read the Dead Sea Scroll. You want to get dead knowledge. You speak a dead language. You want dead. You don't even know the law. You dead in law. Your whole process in religion is metaphysical. You're dead completely. And they didn't have to kill you. They didn't have to take your soul from you. They need you. You can't sell this. They need you. You are the soul, vassal. You are, that's you. You can't buy and sell the spirit that's inside of you. You are the vassal. You can't sell this to no Satan. You can't sell that inner you to Satan. Stop thinking on no conspiracy shit. That can't, oh man, their eyes turn black. You turning black. You worried all about this conspiracy rather than the truth. Y'all motherfuckers are dead, G. You vote dead. Press 1, they don't murder. They don't took your estate back in the 13th and 14th Amendment. You still you ain't even fighting to get that ratified. They got a show on Netflix called The 13th. You ain't even strong enough in your law, nigga, to even correct the obvious, nigga. Press to correct the obvious. But Netflix is telling you, you know that slavery shit, bro. This is slavery, bro. This is how they stole this shit, bro. The 13th and 14th Amendment is the theft of you. It's the crucifying of the Christ. Press 1. Yeah, they got you good. Every other nation on the world eat off the back of American trust fund. Because you are free. You are heir. You're free, right? Now I'm talking to Afro-Americans, the real people of the land, not islanders. We'll get to that. Not to them over there. We get to all y'all. Shout out to y'all. I'm talking to the heirs of freedom. Press one who King George ordained free, made free, that they honor in the Supreme Court. You are free. That's illegal unless you volunteer. That's illegal unless you volunteer for it. Press one. That's illegal. Shit they doing down there in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, and in media, that's all illegal. Governmental, federal propaganda machines to keep y'all like fucked up. Especially black people, keep you so caught up in entertainment and fear and all of this with no God in you, though. Be the first one praying, no God in you. They don't pump you up with that. They pump you up with fear, haha, look at this one, sexual preference, look at these small stupid arguments, ain't got nothing to do with law. Nothing at all. Nothing. So I can't talk to the average nigga because my brain is up there. You know what I'm saying? I'll see why God set aside certain individuals, not just for you to get confidence in yourself because you're emotionally damaged, for you to go into what is already prepared for you, and that's law, the legal matters. Speaking with conviction and authority. You don't ask for freedom. Not in America. You through the application of law and by God, G. This is already ordered and ordained, G. That's why it hurt me that niggas can even troll me. How you trolling me? How you trying to troll a nigga like me? Press one. And I'm talking on another level, G. Y'all children. Now, I guess this is the daddy daycare because they love it over here. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. No, because I go hard. Because our people are fucked up behind a bunch of folks who sold out our great grandfathers, took our God and our sovereignty and our kingdom and our land and dispersed it across the world, and they all playing stupid, waiting for you to wake up and catch them in the act. Well, they caught in the act. All nations have conspired against thee, like the word of God said was going to happen if you don't apply the law. Press one. All of them. You deserve it. I don't want no damn. I want the application of law. I don't get no check. Don't give them nothing. If you get a check from them, it's a debt check. Go with them. Just go with them. Go with a fallen system and beg for some land that they don't own. Go with them with your dumb ass. Go ahead. Go ahead and sign up to be part of some grand scheme in order to try to restart this crooked ass system and get used by them again. Let it go. You cannot live beyond your means. Some things is just what it is. I'm sure I can get one of these somebody to make me a cool sweater. Press one. I wear sweaters. Press one. They've been making sweaters like this. I get one with a K on it. Press one. I don't know. I can live without a swoosh. Press one. I can live without swoosh. Press one. I know niggas know how to cut hair, so I'm gonna be fresh. Press one. I'm fresh for real. I put on a sweater. And I'm out there. Who makes shoes? Give me that right dress plans right there. Slacks. That's what the style. Give me the tie. Let's rock. We going to the pool hall, nigga. What? Run them numbers. Fuck them. Fuck them. And they're nice people. What I mean by fuck them is you don't have to submit to debt bondage because of your lack of discipline. Whoo, press one. I'm like an Instagram meme right now. I'm like one of them niggas you scroll up. What? That's Kev? You don't do it. Press one. Tripping, Kev, bro, or nothing. What's up with you, Bo Cat? So listening to these people, it hurt my ears, my soul. But I use that to give y'all a powerful show, give y'all a message. Press one. It take a lot of time. This ain't easy. talking to y'all and I'm so bright and to come. You feel me? That shit, I make it look easy. A lot of these niggas think they can copy this. You can't. I was born for that shit. You know? Press 1. Y'all stick to the rap shit. Oh, block. Don't try. Don't even try this. This shit'll drive you crazy. Press 1. It's not for everybody. But let me show you. This is why I get frustrated. Because they playing. If we're not talking reclassification and the Supreme Court and overturning these amendments and setting these brothers who don't need to be in the prison system, giving them a freedom and giving them out and getting their names back, that's all. A corporation entity owning and marking individuals is illegal any damn way. Press 1. So y'all are just an illegal faction of internationalists using a banking system to rob, steal, and pillage from the people that's here. Then you want to put them people on television like they're criminal. You are the criminal. you raise these little niggas. You're the criminal, mama. And the press 1 state, press 1 manifest destiny. Y'all did this. Ain't no sense of looking back now. Oh shit. These niggas, y'all, this is what y'all lined these young men up for. Yep. Y'all set the premise for. Look at them people who robbed PNB Rock. Look at his family. 17 years old. Look at his family. Look what he grew up in. That's a cold life, nigga. Look at his family though. Look, so he spent his life, bro. Nigga, LA shit. Trying to make their daddy proud. And the nigga daddy sent him in there to do that. That's some other shit. That's some shit these little niggas can't touch on because that hurt. Press 1. How you gonna your son, G? Your son. These niggas is arguing if the daddy in prison should tell on queso to get himself out. This daddy just walked his son into prison. LA shit, Chicago shit, Houston shit, DC, nigga, all Democratic crack baby, nigga, children of the fallen, nigga. That's their life. Luckily, y'all see me here, because that could be, I could have been seeded into a family like that. My family crazy too. These niggas do wild shit. Our families do wild shit. People in our families cold. He just fell victim to his family being fucked up. 17 years old. Never get another haircut again. Ain't went nowhere. Nigga ain't been to Florida after the hurricane. Nigga can't go do no political moves. They just gonna take his name, put him in a bunk. Another nigga just got released and put his ass in the system, and it's over for his life, G. They gonna run his, take from the beneficiary package, take his whole name, give it to somebody else. His whole social, give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody from Ukraine fleeing. I don't care. Press 1. That's what it's about right there. Stealing your name. A lot of these foreigners got your name. That's why they're enjoying the benefit package that come with your name that the governors of the estate are in charge of while you being a Democrat. They in charge of it, authorizing, we gonna fix a road. You know you ain't no the roads being fixed in your community and everywhere else is. Well, who benefit package is that coming from? Taxpayer money? That's your benefit package. Garcetti is not from America. Press 1. None of these governors, none of these people, great-grandfathers was here when your forefathers was here. All of them. I just urge Afro-Americans to take a step back and see who's really Afro-American, who's really of us. Not even Afro-American. That's not a nation. Y'all know what I'm saying though. Who's really of us? And you're gonna wake up to all these people over here are Asiatic black. These are all of these black folk come from the Far East. They be hating on us over here. Yeah, be wearing their hats fresh, trying to get me to sign up to stuff. I'm Afro-American. Man, I believe in sovereignty. That's why I love Christ and I love the Word of God, because it's sovereign. There ain't no other God like it. Like ain't no other place like this land. Ain't no other place like it. You can talk all that shit if you want. You can take your ass home to your Japanese, to your Russian family, or wherever, Nigeria, wherever you from, where you don't take this as a blessing, because that's what it is. If you're a foreigner and you live here, that's a whole blessing in itself, and they know it. They know it. All foreign nations have conspired against thee. That's right. All of them benefited from Jacob's blessing. You get it? All of them cling on to Jacob. And if they can't trick you with entertainment, they lost. They know how the rhythm of the beat is cold with you. Press one. It's cold with you. But let's listen to these Democrats up here. First, let's listen to Candace Owens destroy, annihilate, destroy the Democrats on the last Revolt TV summit. Let's take a listen, just in case you didn't hear it.
Same thing on the other side. How are we negotiating? What is the negotiation tactics so that we're not acquiescing to somebody else's agenda, but being clear about ours in the process?
So we're not acquiescing, whatever the word is, to somebody else's agenda. Well, if you're a Democrat, there's only one agenda: white supremacy, communism. Press one. That's it. Marxism.
Of giving them our support.
Well, I would say the first thing is that it's important to identify what our agenda actually is. And I think that the most important thing for people in this room to understand is that there is a very small window.
Ooh, before she even gets started, ain't nothing like a woman who just run her motherfucking mouth about something that makes sense to me. First, man, ain't something like it when a woman glares off into what she about to say. And go off into the point, and Lord, that shit sexy to me. Fuck your spandex. Press one. Make America smart again. Woo, boy.
Have my honesty, and my honesty is always going to.
It won't matter, because illegal immigration, if you're looking at the numbers.
Negotiating tactics so that we're not
listen to her.
Somebody else's agenda, but being clear about ours in the process of giving them our support.
Well, I would say the first thing is that it's important to identify what our agenda actually is. And I think that the most important thing for people in this room to understand is that there is a very small window. Right now, the black vote is the most important vote in the country. There's a very small window before our vote's not going to matter. These conferences won't matter, and us sitting here won't matter, because illegal immigration, if you're looking at the numbers, every new birth in this country, 60% of all new births are Hispanic Americans, and the Democrats are about, listen, you're saying, let me get to the point.
Look, nothing affects him. Nothing. He don't know. See, he's not mentally capable of understanding how illegal immigration has destroyed not just Latinos, white people, Asiatic, illegal, just immigration and alienating the trust. Well, I'm learning fast, boy. I'm like Neo when I'm asleep. Nigga, I know kung fu. Press one. Lord have mercy. They come over here and change their name from one thing. Now they name Michael. In his country, his name Yokomoto. Over here is Washington. How the hell Yokomoto or Yokozuna get Washington? Because Washington is a nigga name. So how did Michael Washington? How did the Asian man become? I got my eye on y'all.
I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. I say illegal is the new black because it's true, and there's a reason why they're advocating for open borders. Right now, our vote means a lot, but new births of black Americans have stagnated. The population growth within black America has stagnated.
Yes, press one. You know why? Planned Parenthood. Press one. Planned Parenthood.
Shame.
They found a way to
Shame.
keep your ass a minority.
Shame.
By making your women unintelligent about the big Holocaust that's going on. That's why. About the numbers of 65, maybe 100, 200 million Afro-American babies since the inception of Planned Parenthood, and you running around running your motherfucking mouth talking about the white man and numbers have stagnated. Nigga, you walking into the Holocaust. You going right in. Press 1. 100 and something million of them. We got to repopulate. Press 1. Everybody bring out the champagne glasses, motherfucking condoms. They'll put on us. Press 1. My crazy self. I got to make y'all laugh because the shit hurt. Like Tupac said, we got to smile though. Oh, I'm well made for this job. I make you smile. Shit that hurt. I'm made for this shit. Tailor made. Yeah, whole Holocaust. That's what we got to get through. And then we got to heal from that trauma. That's some weak ass, not that relationship trauma. We got trauma worse than a damn elephant right there being shot down in Africa. Tear the nigga ass up in America. Press 1 during the circus. Press 1. We got worse trauma. Worse trauma than narcissistic and all this little stupid shit y'all be talking about on this computer. Oh, we got real trauma. Press 1. You see how I'm affected? That's real trauma. The struggle of Black America into America, that's traumatizing. Looking over your shoulder, press 1. We should be honored to stand in front of the judge. Press 1 and defend ourselves over any law or any goddamn thing. We running from the police with these weak ass little laws. Press 1. And then they little black Nazis, gangbangers, is telling us not to protect ourselves. I'm telling, I'm not going to prison. Nigga, I'm not here to go to prison. Make them do their job. That's what they doing. Investigating. I'm making sure I don't go to prison with whoever did this. Because I got things to do tomorrow. My people in the YouTube gonna miss me. Press 1. So if the officer come to my house, hey, Kev, man, we got missing people, man. And this nigga over here got dresses hanging out the trash can. I'ma refer to that nigga who got legs and shit hanging out the trash can, bro. That's why I don't live in the hood. That's why I can't go back. Cause I'm telling, bro, don't even come over here with that. Weed is legal. I'm not with y'all no more. I only was hanging around y'all to buy weed. Press 1.
Shame.
They don't legal. I feel like a white person. Oh, don't need a nigga. No, I'm cool. I'm not going to Compton to buy no half ounce of weed for $25, $35 right there to cut but the baskets. Press 1. I don't need to. Press 1. Remember those? You get a whole half. That's some stress. What? Fold them. A whole Ziploc. Lord have mercy. God bless Compton. God bless the 2000s. The early 2000s. They get LA. Boy, we'll drive way over there to get some weed. Brother, I'll drive way the fuck over there and get killed behind them doors. Woo, Kev don't see niggas, my silly ass. Thugging. Press 1. Niggas open up whole garages. Press 1. How many y'all need? How much we got? 100. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all get an extra one. Boop. Press 1. Whole half ounce. Here you go. God bless the Mexican mob. Press 1. Back in those days. But let's get back to this shit.
So the things that I pay attention to are the numbers. I pay attention to the birth rates in this country.
That's right. Numbers. The birth rates of the country.
Which is why I'm pro putting something down to stop illegal immigration. The second thing that I think is really important, and you may have heard me testify in front of Congress, is the illiteracy rates that are facing Black America.
Bungalow 54. The illiteracy rate. Oh, well said. Oh my goodness. If we look at adults who was born in the 80s and their literacy and their capability of understanding law and politics, it's well below average.
75% of Black boys in California can't pass a reading exam. Across Baltimore, they looked at 5 schools. They couldn't find a single Black boy that was a single Black child that could pass a basic reading or a math exam.
So they do away with the test. The mama said, they making the test hard. Press 1. To get the test out, press 1.
I caught a lot of slack because I said this is a Democrat plantation, but I meant what I said.
Told
If
you.
you look historically at what the plantations were when we were slaves, there were three things that were necessary for them to run. The first was our ignorance. Black Americans were not allowed to learn how to read unless we would have our limbs chopped off. And that was
because King Leopold was the new general in the America. They was chopping limbs off, nigga. That's why our black people was so scared to tell us the truth. Nigga, trauma, G.
because an educated mind cannot be enslaved.
See, an educated mind cannot be enslaved. No. Then the more smart I get, and I say smart, but the more information that my brain begins to understand, the more superhuman I become. I don't give a damn what you see on this screen. Press 1. No, fuck a thug. Them niggas ain't got no power. They going to jail. They criminals. They was raised by Eazy-E and them. Press 1. They criminals. Real niggas know. Nigga, you better get you some real legal money and do things correctly. You better listen to a nigga who gangbang but don't really no more. Stay out the way. Listen to them, bro. Stay out. We get you a job, bro. You get you a motherfucking job or something, bro.
The fact that our educations, that our schools are in this condition in the inner cities and all throughout America, and not a single candidate is talking about it, is problematic to me.
It's very problematic. And look at all the black stat holders for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Lakers in the fucking audience. Oh, what is she talking about? Oh, she's fucking up our mood. We were having fun. Ollie. We were having fun with our drinks. She's coming up in here telling us the truth, making us look at ourselves, because we the ones, whenever black folk get the camera put on them, they go into this, oh, come on, man. Nah, bro, it's true.
I think that that's a huge negotiating tool for me. We need to be talking about the inner city schools.
That's right.
Another component, and this is the biggest issue that I think is facing Black America today, which was important to maintaining the plantations, was the breakdown of family.
Come on now. Oh, watch this one.
The biggest issue facing Black America is father absence.
Father absent.
We have children that are growing up without their fathers in the home, and that is being incentivized by the government right now via the welfare system. When the
Facts.
government says we'll give you
Via the welfare system. The welfare system is your communistic ideology. Fool.
more money if you don't marry the father of your children, you are incentivizing bad behavior in our community.
That's right.
What happens
if you don't marry him? Not kick him out the house. If you don't marry him. If you don't marry him. You know what y'all dying out there? See see this false relationship single shit that's on YouTube and black women and black. No, the government incentivizes women not to marry black men. Don't even put them as the head of household. You the head. That way you get more benefit. See how this works? 30%. We all gonna have to walk this.
When you remove a father from the home. This is why I do not mess with feminism at all. I'm not with it. This breakdown and mocking masculinity.
Told you. And somebody just said it in the chat room. This hit different now after you showed us them videos. Shout out to you, Brian King. This is why I got to show you this way, Brian. I used to get mad. I want to get mad because I'm really trying to show you. So I got to go into thought and get frustrated on how to adjust my spirit into, you feel me? And this is how it comes, bro. Right?
It seems like there's something wrong to be a man. All of this contributes to the breakdown of family.
Facts. All of these are political hits and destroying you.
All right, y'all. Hey, hold on. So, hold on, brother, hold on. There's going to be an opportunity for each of you to engage, but I want to make sure this sister has the right to talk while she's here. That's why we invited her. So let her say what she needs to say, and then let's keep it moving. Come on, y'all.
The single motherhood rate in the 1960s in Black America, and they thought that.
Look.
Now, hold on. I want to finish this. Now, this is on your behalf. At a certain point,
Come on, let's get back
I
to the single.
apologize, I
Let's get back to the.
Thank you.
Mike, thank you so much for
Listen.
saying what
I want you to,
was
but
not
I want you
gonna
to
say.
continue because I was listening.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been turned into public enemy number one. I say the same thing when I hit every stage. The single motherhood rate in the black community.
Would you say? Look at T.I. body language. T.I. over there. T.I. over there just like this. Cause see, T.I. is preying off of our ignorance with the Russians or somebody else. He a little jealous Napoleon little motherfucker. Press one. So he's sitting up there, bitch, that bitch expeditionally infringing on, this nigga made the word up, infringing on my goddamn rental property for low impoverished women now. But nah. Now I'm all for voting for, you know how we live about that down there on Bankhead. Right there. See, he get government incentive down there on Bankhead for the whatchamacallit apartment building complex. You know what I'm talking about? Lil Flip ain't did nothing. Press one, ain't talking about game over. I put single mothers in mode, press one, and I take them shopping every Christmas. It's on my Instagram. Press one, you heard? Press one. T.I. showed on to you women shopping every fucking Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Here comes T.I. again. All right, hey, shut it down in this motherfucker. Hey, all the single women who ain't got no mans in their life. What about me, sir? I got my kids. I'm a single father. Now, damn that. For all the single women, press one. I got groceries on me today. Press one. Groceries on me. I'm gonna get this tax return. Press one. Just give me the receipt. These niggas ain't shit. Press one. Lord have mercy. Oh, my mama. Shorty Low. The real Bankhead. No, I ain't talking about Shorty Low like that. T.I. on that level. I'm talking about his business evolves around single motherhood. So he would be looking like Tasha G said up in there. She said, look at T.I. face when he bought it, because that affects his business. Could you imagine a nigga like me talking about we gotta change our eating habits and stop putting lemon pepper on our chicken wings, and Rick Ross is it fucks up our artery. Rick Ross to be over there. Hey, right here. Boy, I dropped the fucking beat. So that's what he's suffering from. Mugging up his business, man. Nigga, could you imagine? Lord have mercy. Now I gotta look at T.I. face.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been turned into public enemy number one. I say the same thing when I hit every stage. The single motherhood rate in the black community in the 1960s, before Lyndon Baines Johnson started the Great Society.
I told you, the Great Society Act. And because our Democratic brothers and sisters, press one, they don't know about this stuff. We got to help them. They formed this. Lyndon B. Johnson. This the asshole who they said killed Kennedy, fool. Press one. Damn, was you not paying attention? This asshole sitting right next to Jackie Kennedy. She crying and said, they making me do it. He's sitting there like this. I'd kill a nigga to take this. Press one. These old fart, communistic assholes who became president. Press one. I'm a monster. I really do this. Say, damn, Kev, I told you. That's why me and Candace Owens, we should run for president. I'm finna clean up my act for 2024. I'm finna run for president. I ain't got no felony. Press one. You can't have a felony and run for president. Press one. You can't have no warrant. And you gotta be over the age of 42. I'm gonna put my name on the ballot just because the motherfuckers, who, Kevin Gillespie? Yeah, I'm over this guy. Fuck these other. Who, Mr. Gillespie? That sounds presidential. Most of us just vote like that. I mean, I remember voting to, where's Trump? The rest of you niggas, I fucking hate this guy here. All Democrats in California I hate. Don't even try me with these niggas. First one. Now, what's his name? I know that 20% of Americans just vote because the name is dope. Press one. So, me knowing that, we can use it. Press one. Look at my political lobbying ass. Press one. We can use that as leverage. Press one. We down 2 points. Give me the little white Chinese baby. Mwah! Press one. Come here. Put him a hat on. Put New York hat on him. Press one. Nigga, I have
nigga, on my mama, Lil Dirt, I make them all conservatives. I wipe their record. That's when I have all of them at the reunion. Whatever it's called, all of them. Would you vote for Kevin Gillespie over Kanye West? That sounds stupid, and his jaws are big, and he sounds like he's losing his mind. And his girlfriend's a whore. Press one. No president wants to, no candidate for president can have a wife named Kim Kardashian who fucked Ray J. Press one. By God, I'll be up there cooking his ass. Press one. By God, Kanye, your wife is in my goddamn YouTube X-porn search, sir. I had an audience cry, sir, who dressed her up like she's dignitary? Press one. Baking them. They want to be claiming when I'm done. You left a comedy tour. I'm dissing them, so ain't no debate. Press one. I'll be debating every black. I'm the best debater of black leadership because they ain't got nothing to say. You're not going to Africa. You're not going to Africa. You got to fix your problems here at home. You can't just make up Wakanda in Africa because Akon got a Chinese contract. You just can't make up all Stan Lee characters and identify as if it's good. Them hoes was selling niggas. Press one. Y'all tripping, Democrats.
The act was 23%. At that time, that was considered very high.
Look at this. This is what happens when you know history. Listen to her now. This is what happened when you know history.
At that time, that was considered very high. 23%.
I apologize. I digress.
Thank you.
Mike, thank you so much for
Listen.
saying what
I want you to continue because I was listening.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been turned into public enemy number one. I say the same thing when I hit every stage. The single motherhood rate in the black community in the 1960s, before Lyndon Baines Johnson started the Great Society Act, was 23%. At that time, that was considered very high. 23% of black people growing up without a father in the home. The single motherhood.
These are stats I take into consideration when I'm talking to my Democratic brother. I just know that more than likely 23% you ain't had no real father figure growing up in your home. So that's why I'm taking the alternate route. Press one.
In the black community today is 74%. 74% of our children are growing up without a father in the home. It was Barack Obama, who I don't even really have anything for, who told you what happens when you remove a father from the home. You're 9 times more likely to end up in prison. You're 6 times more likely to drop out of high school, and you're 12 times more likely to lead a life of poverty.
What?
Why is nobody talking about father absence, and why do we keep being silenced when we actually do? This is what black conservatism is, by the way. It's
That's
really
right.
not. It's not that controversial.
So Tip, I'm gonna let you come in a second.
Now, did you see that? Let's pay attention to that. Pay attention to our struggle. Let's listen to the numbers that she kicked out and see if that add up with our young brothers in the penitentiary. Not our emotional rant. None of that. Just to see if the numbers add up to what we've been living. I'm talking about us right here. Not our feelings, not what a rapper said, or none of that shit. Is it true?
Are growing up without a father in the home. It was Barack Obama, who I don't even really have anything. The single motherhood rate in the black community today is 74%.
Now listen.
74% of our children are growing up without a father in the home. It was Barack Obama, who I don't even really have anything for, who told you what happens when you remove a father from the home. You're 9 times more likely to end up in prison. You're 6 times more likely to drop out of high school, and you're 12 times more likely to lead a life of poverty. Why is nobody talking about father absence, and why do we keep being silenced when we actually do? This is what black conservatism is, by the way. It's really not. It's not that controversial.
That's what black conservatism is, anyway. And so that's why I got the black conservative right at the one screen. Look, what do we talk about? What we talk about, even from a professional or urban stance, is totally the opposite of enslaving ourselves. They dress better. They act more accordingly, out of feelings per se, and more into stats, if that's what y'all want to play, is a numbers game. But they also got the intelligence
to know that she's not just saying it from a numbers perspective. She knows he's black. He's a black woman.
So Tip, I'm gonna let you come in a second, but I want to make sure I get Katrina in here, and then we're gonna open this up a little bit, because at some point I hear all of this, but the issue is we still got to elect people and we still got to create power.
Now listen, forget that. I'm going over to T.I. now. Let's listen to T.I.
Promise zones sound a whole lot like empowerment zones from the Clintons.
Right.
And neither party delivered on making sure that legitimate development took place in our communities. And
That's right. No, because the Clintons said they was having, Donald Trump is made sure it happened. Fool.
so I'm interested, Tip, in you coming in, especially on this economic piece.
Sure.
How do we begin to really deal with that? Because the federal government creating zones has normally been the places where gentrification starts first.
Okay, so that was my point. I had a question for both of you young ladies, and you and Candace, we spoke many times, and you're a brilliant young lady. But my question to you is, how is it that you can support yourself? I mean, that you can support and align with a constituency that will not denounce white supremacy?
The Democrats created the KKK. The KKK and the Democrats was the reason why the South was beat up. I just don't understand the mentality of men anymore.
So that means your son or daughter or or any of your brothers or any of your family members, if they are caught out there by a policeman who is in a covert, undercover white supremacist and get gunned down, this constituency will have absolute...
Look at Candace's face. This nigga put the whole death of a nigga on Donald Trump. He put the whole death of every nigga that got gunned down by police on Donald Trump. That's cold, G. Now somebody said he's sticking to that Democratic script. That's exactly what it is. It's that old Candace Owens face is just hilarious to me. If you look at her face, it's like, no, this motherfucker did not. Just take. Because I hate when these black Democrats act like the white supremacists themselves, G. That's a cold face right there, boy.
Thing to say about it.
Please let me answer this question. Please let me answer this question.
And we can't, and although what you're saying is a lot of the things that you're saying are absolutely factual, a lot of the things that you're saying have merit, but I can't even get to that before I address
I will address it right now. I will address it right now.
Lives,
I love it.
You will not speak up on it at all.
Love this question. I will address
all of the things that you spoke on, from opportunity zones.
I love that we're talking about white supremacy. I'll answer the question.
I say, excuse me. I didn't interrupt you.
You're right.
If I may. You're talking about opportunity zones, and I will never have anything negative to say about the financial benefits, the tax breaks that come from the Republican Party.
What?
Shame.
The tax benefit don't come from no damn Republican Party. It comes from being a contributor to the system itself, sir. It doesn't come from any particular party. It's set by Roosevelt and these boys. Press 1. So you benefit from. You literally benefit from. So in your real life, you benefit. You're a Republican. in your real life, you're a conservative. Yet in the words that you speak, and I bought your album, press 1, you taught us how to sell dope, how to roll on 24s, how to put chains on and set up dope spot in the Trap House Museum. Press 1, you told us how to flip a bird. Press 1, how to get caught with guns and ride around and get out of jail free. And I don't know what the fuck. You are worse. You and your constituent is worse than the KKK. You poisoned our mind into thinking being a criminal was cool, G. To being a criminal, and being a criminal, because we had your headphone on, pumping, ignoring the teacher, listening to you. But you telling us to sell dope. I wonder how many niggas died listening, wanting to be like you. That's more than wanting to be in the Klan. I know more niggas that died from black on black crime listening to T.I. Press 1, than cops. Press 1, who murdered black men. Yeah, I said it. I know more niggas who was about to do a drive-by listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony and fucking shit. Press 1, about to do crimes. Press 1, I remember in the hood. Press 1, listening to crimes on my headphones, fitting in with all the people who committed the crimes right there, so I can articulate my words correctly. Press 1. You taught us the white supremacist way, how to be a criminal, how to get our names removed. That's what rappers do. That's what they was teaching us, how to be a criminal. Remember, all this happened with the 94 crime bill. Don't you remember? That's why this is so important, because these amendments, the 13th and 14th Amendment, is how all this stuff just keep getting amended over and over again. And it's up to you to wake out your goddamn Russian communistic white supremacist mindset and get into law and understand this as men. I ain't even talking to the women. That's a hell of a thing if women get into law. And a lot of y'all brains already work on that level anyway. So y'all understand. It's these, what was the numbers? Unintelligent men. The illiteracy rate of these brothers, these leaders to the next generations, are, why you think you got, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and this is why you think Math Hoffa and them got that podcast where they're in the barbershop talking about what? Talking about what? All the shit that happened 20 damn years ago. What is Fat Joe and them talking about? They have no inclination on nothing. Nothing, G. Nigga, Nipsey said, if a nigga can't learn, if you can't learn nothing from the nigga you listening to, though, you don't need to be listening to him, G. Because niggas you can't listen to nobody. I can't without learning something. And I hope nobody's not just listening to me without learning something.
I'm a rich person and I appreciate you dig what I'm saying?
I'm Negro rich.
Look, you white folk rich. I'm Negro rich. They're making fun of you. Press 1. They're Republicans. And why they got you voting for your own downfall. They got you voting for Biden, for the Clinton, for the next one. And they asses is taking advantage, voting Republican. They asses over here, yeah, we get paid to do that, but we voting for our, they ain't finna be taxing the wealth. Nigga, we rich, remember? Press 1. So you gotta learn the language and see these niggas tap dancing right in front of your face. Not to sit up here and ha-ha and hee-hee with these niggas. These are your slave. This is your black patrol right here. These are the ones that keep you. I mean, if you rich like him, shit, he ain't won't be T.I. no more. Now you RP, Reginald Daniels, or you IT, or whatever your goddamn name is, because you just as balling now, see? They don't want you on their level. Like the baby said one time, yeah, these folks don't want to see you ball, they want to see you crawl. Press 1. Facts.
Hey, listen, I appreciate all of the different tax breaks and the opportunities on benefit, but
it's called a crooked clock is right twice a day.
You're right. I get that. But
so that means you're crooked. So you're crooked. So Tamika Mallory,
her foreign self. Press 1, another George Soros implant. Hit the like button. Stop looking at me like you silly. Tamika Mallory, George Soros Cadillac Award winner. Press 1, $100,000 contract to piss you off and burn down your communities all over the Americas. But get the Black Lives Matter just so Antifa can come destroy things. You lucky Donald Trump didn't come whoop your ass. He was too busy catching Antifa. He didn't want to do it to you because God is in his heart. That's why. Because he wake up and see, are they using them to attack? They know they're going to use them to make you mad. They know they're going to use them to make you mad. Why your ass ain't in a federal penitentiary now? Like Antifa. That's why. Because they know these are foreign dissidents right here. Oh, yeah, you just going to the county jail, get 6 months to a year. They're getting deported. Oh, yeah, that one right there getting 5. This is third insurgency he been involved. He also been to Russia, Germany. This one, he's a goddamn, look at him. He's Taliban. Press 1. Y'all infusing yourself with whole foreign powers. About to be locked up into some federal prison. Some of them down reparation.
What we must understand when we're talking about opportunity zone, and we're giving the credit to the person who pushed that legislation forward, which is
No, he didn't push no legislation forward, fool. He signed the bill. The president he didn't push no damn legislation forward. And he picked that pen and paper up and signed it, fool.
With Tim Scott, a black man who happens to be a Republican out of South Carolina.
A black man that happened to be a what? Republican.
That's who wrote the legislation and presented it. However, the present president, if you can call him that, he did allow it to go through. But that,
sir, shut the fuck up. Allow it to go through. That's why you getting slapped the fuck up all over the media. What are you talking about? Allowed it to go through. Nigga, he signed the bill. He wasn't like, why the Clinton didn't sign it? Run one, why they didn't sign it? For it to mean something, the president has to sign it. I mean, he helped push it through. He signed it for things to go forward. He's speaking in bonics. It's good to see my people out there making some sense of it. This is silly.
In order to benefit from opportunity zones, you have to have capital gains.
That's right. Taxes.
It ain't many black people in these opportunity zones.
No. There ain't too many black people that know what capital gain is. Press 1 and how to incorporate themselves. Press 1 and how to go legal. What do you mean, sir? Sir.
But they have jobs.
Capital gains taxes to be able to reap the benefits of these things. Therefore, it will be billionaire corporations, other people who ain't from these communities coming in here building shit that we don't need.
Like what? Like chicken spots and waffle homes? Press 1 and trap house museums? Huh? Press 1. I say what we don't need, a trap house museum to show how we cook dope and run dope down the interstate, down the 80, down the highway, getting chased by the police. Press 1. So let's open trap house museums. See? Pink trap house. See? They full of shit. They just talking, and y'all fall in love with entertainers. Where Tamika Mallory? You didn't know she was getting paid by George Soros with your silly self. Press 1 that, but because she's a deceiver. See, when you a deceiver, a foreign agent, press 1 paid by foreign communist agents, former Russian Nazi agents, press 1. And who the fuck is you? You getting paid by white supremacists for me to help destroy a nation and make me a what? A dissident? To be in federal prison? Somebody whip that wig off her head too. Press 1. Loud mouth. Press 1. ain't talking about nothing. Can't challenge Mr. Gillespie on a motherfucking thing. You better keep them little niggas holding shoe boxes for you. Don't come over here thinking you got a voice, because you don't. That's why they can't. I'm sitting up here talking about where they at. They don't want to come over here. Huh? They don't want 424-209-9506, Democrat. Call it in. 424-209. You know the story. You know the story. Call it in.
Doing shit that don't help us, but they do that so they can shelter their taxes. Now, I've been investing in opportunity zones all my motherfucking life.
Shame.
That's why you know how to do it. So why you ain't been running no
Shame.
motherfucking opportunity zone schools then, nigga? Teaching us how to do opportunity zone, and so we can do it like this one. Press one, but you see, when you talk, you got questions. Why don't you just give us the game then? Well, you wrote a book, a seminar, how I can hide my legal money and get me a Rolls Royce, press one, and make it over 60,000 pounds. Press one so I can get that bitch written off. Put bulletproof windows up in that bitch. Grade A, nigga, the heavy ones. Put them in there. Press one, you need 0.2 more weight, but put a box of foil. Put a foil wrap it. Press one, put a foil wrap on that bitch. Press one. We even put that bitch on the tax write-off. Press one, put that bitch right in the tax write-off. Park that bitch in the garage. Press one. I work from home, but if I gotta go get some products for my podcast, believe you me, it's going right with that Rolls Royce right out there. Press one. Teach me how to love. Show me the way to surrender my. I don't want to do crypto. Press one.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be damned if anybody gonna benefit from it, and it ain't gonna be me.
Oh my goodness. What about us, T.I.? What about us? What about sunrise? What about rain? What about us, nigga? What about us? These goddamn Democratic Negroes.
But I actually know the need of the community. You have.
What's the need of the community, fool? What is the need of the community, fool? Press one. Ain't no way T.I. know the need of your community. Press one. I know the need of the community. Me. This nigga is hilarious.
These systems in place, but
could you hear him right now hating on Nipsey Hussle? Press one, neighborhood. Could you imagine Nipsey listening to this nigga? Good. Cub be running his mouth, cuz. Cub just running his mouth. Cub be stealing all the info, cuz. Cub really ain't no positive. Cub like to run his mouth. Cub really not influential or nothing like that. I know they all hated Nipsey because Nipsey would spot that shit out like Kev, like, oh, you just fake. Oh, you just a loud talking fake nigga. Press one. And I don't mean fake like they can't get Big U. Press one. I mean just the character itself. The character.
the people who have the most readily the most ability to take advantage and who are readily able to take
you and Killer Mike
advantage are the people who have absolutely no genuine interest to do anything to support this community that they're coming into. They have there's no real tangible investment. They're just doing it to shelter their tax dollars.
So thank you, Tip. Well, hold on, Katrina. I want Candace to talk about your first point, and then Katrina, you respond to the second point.
All right, so to tackle the white supremacy thing, your question was a fallacy because you said you insinuated that he has not denounced white supremacy.
He hasn't.
Somebody please go to his Twitter feed right now. Right now,
he
go
said,
back to the shootings.
The KKK?
He said, no, because we got to tell the truth.
He said, who
stop.
is the KKK?
Now you're cutting me off, right? There we go. Now we're even.
What he said.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Look at his face. Look at his face, G. Y'all are hilarious, G.
What's wrong with y'all? My nigga said, she got me again, bro. Look at his face, bro. Now you cut me off again, right there. But what about this one? What about this one? You're cutting me off, sir. Bitch won't denounce Donald Trump. Who won't denounce white supremacy? He said, who is the KKK? Who is they? Y'all know. Hold on. First of all, in the black community, I will not allow y'all to play both sides. Press 1. Now, y'all know when a nigga say some shit like, who is they? He dissing them. Press 1. Oh, Kev Big Rock said, who is that? Who is Big Rock? And you know I know who the fuck Big Rock is. But I say, who the fuck is Big Rock? Nigga, what? Y'all, Big Rock. Nigga, I'm dissing him. That means he's a non-factor. So now, press 1. Now. This is Donald Trump. That's why I like Trump. It's different when we do it. Now you want to hold a nigga. No, bro. He dissed him. If he said he didn't know him and everybody know who they is, he dissing them. Cause I've been watching black videos. Press 1. Am I right? Yes. My fellow Democrats, am I right? Conveyed? Aye, aye. Press 1. Aye, aye. We all know. So he denounced them. The moment he said it. Who is that? If you bang on me and you name a known hood and I say, never heard of it. SA's got this shit bad. I never heard of it. And you know a nigga heard of it, he just dished you and all you did, homie. Get him. What do you mean you ain't never heard of us? We wrote on these walls.
Was that,
so listen,
what he said was that there was good.
No, let me finish. Stop, because you guys are so hung up on Charlottesville and no.
Oh my goodness, Tamika Mallory is such a uninformed, ill-informed wombat witch. Press 1, I said it. She's an old East Indian. Press 1 Hindu person left on the island right there in the Trinidad's. Press 1, I know who they is. Over here parading like she Afro-American. She ain't got nothing to do. Let me make this clear with the camera. She ain't got nothing to do with reparation. Tamika Mallory and nobody on this panel but one girl, and that's Candace Owens. Press 1 Afro-American. The only Afro-American up there is Candace Owens. Press 1. She not even from you. She don't need reparation, reclassification, nothing. Her whole thing is to get a check from the federal government using your pain like all media outlets in the NFL does. Anyway, there's nothing came from Tamika Mallory but them holding shoes out the place. And that's what happened when you got a man following women. Y'all niggas just hold these goddamn high heels while we go up in here and shop. Period. Press 1. Period. That's what it's like in our communities. You niggas ain't nothing but bag boys for the women. Press 1. Press 1. When I look in, I'm trying to find a man in the black community. I see beards and African T-crosses and Africa tattoos, but all the women is in front of y'all. Press 1. There's women on the throne. Press 1. I see the women on the throne, and the men call themselves gods in this land. Press 1. Hey, listen, chumps. I hear the men in this world call themselves gods, and the men and the women rule over them and put the kids above the man, and this man still thinks he's God. Press 1. That's that Africa Bambaataa shit. Press 1. Yeah, that's that Dr. York misbehavior. Press 1 got you feeling yourself. Press 1. Yeah, that's what it is.
Nobody heard the entire clip. I want to talk about why we get manipulated. I'm being serious, guys. I'm not even trying to make this like a contentious moment.
Look at T.I. Look at T.I. He trying to blind her with the pinky ring.
Because this is literally why Black America loses right here. Why? Because we allow people.
Oh my God, Tamika Mallory, shut up. You're not even politically inclined because we're stupid.
Tamika, you're not even Afro-American. What do you mean we? There is no we.
With cameras to go hear a whole speech, like they do this to me all the time. They take out a couple of sentences you
Look at T.I.
said, and they create a whole new headline. And people that were not there get incensed and get emotional and don't actually go back to hear what was actually said in full context. They do it to me all the time. I know they do it to Trump. He has denounced white supremacy so many times. It's something north, somebody counted, of 24 times, and it's on his Twitter feed. So if you want to fact check me, go back to a couple of weeks ago when the shootings happened. He said, America is no place for white nationalism and white supremacy, and it's an issue that has to be tackled. I'm paraphrasing. You can go find it.
Although
so I
he calls himself a nationalist.
He calls himself
a nationalist.
Stop. You can fact check me. I'm either lying to your face. You can go on Twitter right now.
Right.
You can do it live.
So which one do you want us to believe? The first thing he says, or what he says after the media comes after him?
No, I'm talking about
because the first thing he said was that
Tamika, you're asking a different question than T.I. did. T.I. said, "How can you work with the administration?"
Damn, Baker with her silly brain. Her little bird brain. Bake her ass. That's conservatism. Bake her right now. Huh? Okay. Submit into a higher authority. Woo! Black power.
That has never denounced white supremacy. You're talking about Charlottesville?
I'm talking about talking points that come out later. But what he starts with is racism. That's what comes out his mouth when he starts.
See? And let me tell you something.
How many mass shootings by white supremacists?
And let me tell you why the black vote is the easiest vote for Democrats to keep for the last 60 years.
George Soros in there.
All they have to do to get our vote, let me tell you something. If people know what you fear, you are the easiest person to control. The Democrats have figured out that black America is emotionally responsive to the word racism. She says racism, you jump up and you start cheering. You haven't even listened to what I've said to rebut it, okay?
Cheer. But it's the
100%.
Wait.
The biggest issue, let me finish. The biggest issue facing black America is not white supremacy. When Trump said there were good people on both sides, he was talking about the fact that some people that were in the Charlottesville rally, and he could have paraphrased that better, he could have said something better, literally came there because they don't believe that statues should be torn down, okay? Other people came there because they were upset that amongst the people that came there to watch the statue be torn down were also white nationalists. So what he meant was there were some people that were just there using their First Amendment right. There were some people that were there to respond to the white nationalists, and a big mess happened. I'm not trying to defend him or relitigate a situation. I'm saying that being hung up on that is allowing you to not look at an administration that is tackling so many issues in black America right now. I do not consider myself a Republican. I definitely am not a Democrat, but Trump woke me up. I used to be liberal. Trump woke me up to the idea that we're being manipulated by the word racism every 4 years.
So wait.
They call everybody racist.
All right. We're gonna get into this because what I'm concerned about is how is that any different than the fear that Trump has created in poor whites? The fear that Trump has lifted in poor whites, that black people and poor urban people are their problem.
Right.
When did Trump ever say?
That's why I can't do it. This is why I can't listen. This is why I can't with these folk. That's why I can't. Because the men comprehension levels at that level of intellect. Oh, you black men just get laughed at by powerhouses. Oh, you got a strong black woman here using all of this information. A black man is supposed to sit back and not be emotional. Listen to the curriculum. And that nigga just made up a whole, he did what? He put the fear of poor blacks being, I'm poor black. I voted for Trump. Press 1. He put no fear into no white people with nothing. I'm happy to the motherfucker. Give me the pen. Give me the stamp. Press 1. Donald Trump. To hell with these folk. That's why I voted for Donald Trump. I'm going to vote again if he run. I'm voting again. I'm a live stream. I'm voting again for Donald. I'm a campaign for Donald J. Trump. I'm a Trump 2024. MAGA, black MAGA, nigga. Press 1. And come on with it. I'm with Donald Trump. You damn right. You call me an agent. I'm agent Trump supporter, nigga. Press 1. I'm trying to get all the black women
Press 1 to twerk for Trump. Press 1. I need all the sisters right now to throw the twerk miss for Trump. Press 1. All the strippers. The Trump 2024. Press 1. We got to support Trump because Trump feel we let him down. Even though it was we didn't let him down, but y'all did. Y'all let these blacks on this revolt show, Press 1, come tell y'all that Trump was bad for black people. Trump got a whole package for HBCUs. Press 1. He gave all the money to HBCUs. HBCUs took the money and gave it to Joe Biden and said, what do you think? You think we should have all this? Biden said, no, Pam, we giving it to Ukraine. Press 1. Thank you. Press 1 with your dumb ass. Donald Trump said, here you go. There's no need for you to be on your legs and feet no more and your knees begging us. He said, these black people come every year, but they handout. God damn. Press 1. That's when I knew I loved that nigga. I said, damn, he right. That's how my family is right there. Press 1. He said, damn. I knew he was tired of seeing you niggas. You know you got one of them good grandpas and great grandmas. They tired of seeing you, but you set it up that way. And you like, Grandma, can we get some of them? Damn, just take the whole damn thing. Don't come back. Remember that? That's what Trump did. Here, bro, y'all don't gotta come back, bro. I'm a Negro, bro. I don't know the fuck y'all was raised. When Grandma gave me the whole Oreos and said, just take the whole damn box, boy. Don't come. That was the best part of the moment. That way I wouldn't come back tomorrow because I know I got what I deserved, which was all 24 of them. Yesterday, press 1. I know I made a mistake. My stomach hurt. I got diarrhea. Press 1. Now I got to sit on the toilet with number 3 and 4. Press 1 because I ate all 24 of these biscuits. Press 1. The repercussions behind eating it all at one time. Press 1. So I guess the Democrats didn't want to eat it all at one time. They gave it back to Biden and said, Biden, Trump gave us all this. All these Oreos. Press 1. Do you think we deserve all these Oreos? I'm sure you can do something better with the Oreos. And Biden said, yeah, I'm proud. All my white friends in Ukraine and my crackhead ass son. Press 1. Hunter, press 1. Remember these black people? Press 1. Hunter, your friends are here. Press 1. We all showed up. Hunter, remember you sold us some dope? Press 1. Hunter Biden was our drug dealer. Press 1. Did y'all find that on the laptop? He was dealing drugs to black people. Press 1. Hunter Biden smoked so much dope. Nigga, I think he in one of them Chief Keef videos. Press 1. Smoking dope. Press 1. All day and all night. Use more Reggie. That nigga had about 30 grams. Press 1. Woo! You know a nigga know about that dope when he throw it on the scale like that and all the crumbs land on the scale. Press 1, that's some woo! That nigga threw every crumb on that motherfucker, said bloom, bloom, bloom. All of them landed on the scale. This nigga just free threw it. You know when you got the nigga play up. Not one crumb fell off. That motherfucker did 29.2. Press 1. I've been trying to throw that trick for a month. I can't get a quarter close to the wall. And you up here, this nigga Hunter just threw the dope up there. That nigga Biden racist, sexist, and he sniffed little girls' hair. And his son is a dope head. Press 1. He make the stupidest jokes. He talks about. He just told what's the nigga with AIDS with the pink on who's dissing Michael Jackson? Him. That was hugging and kissing on Eminem. Elton John. He just told him, yeah, we just funded AIDS program thanks to people like him. Press 1. He don't care. He don't care. Press 1. And Biden created the 94 crime bill and he got all the dope. Biden created that his son, remember Biden said, crack, you should be going to rehabilitation. We made a mistake. That's what he said. This is when he was running. He said we should have offered program. People who use crack shit, and then a week later his son come out throwing crack on the scale. That's why his son smoked dope with women.
He's smoking dope. And what women? Whoo. Remember, he created crack bills to give out pipes and drugs. Facts. They was giving away crack. Press 1. They was giving away crack. The 94 crime bill. This is one thing the rappers don't know. They in bed with the Democrats. Press 1. They in bed with the Democrats, nigga. Clinton and them was the biggest drug dealers ever. Press 1. I bet you they was selling drugs to the little T.I. and them. I bet you the whole Democratic community is ran off of drugs and trafficking. Press 1. I don't trust Democrats. I think their whole operation is run because who donates to the Democratic Party? It must be drugs and dope. Press 1. Because I don't know what they've done. They created a whole thing where we ended up in prison and they ended up with all the money. They didn't go to prison with you. Press 1. Ain't nobody screaming free the Clintons with BMF. No. I told you. Todd said, and the biggest human traffickers too. Told you. So the Democratic Party is KKK. It's about human trafficking, drugs, dope, and oil. Oil, dope, and whatever else they get their hands on. They don't play by the rules. They foreign bandits. Press 1. I say the Democrat is a communistic bandit. He's a pirate. He just steals stuff. He's a criminal. Press 1. And they teach other people how to be criminals, and then them people grow up talking about you always picking on me. They trying to lead the kids to death. Who said that? That's exactly what they doing. T.I. and these people led more people to death. The rappers led more people to death than anybody. Rappers, only thing they know is kill a black man, take the daughters, rape them, and put them in music videos, degrade them, degrade themselves. Press 1. That's all rap is about now. And ain't nobody buying no album, so all the jewelry fake. Everything is fake. Now it's just about clout. For real, for real. Now it's just about everything fake. Ain't nobody buying no damn albums. Press 1. Nobody. Everything free. The fuck we gonna buy from y'all for? And then everybody can make a YouTube page now. So, you know, it is what it is. But let's continue this. Because this is about revolt, and this is about, you know, them Killer Mike begging for reparations, and I am getting to the video finally. But let's check out Killer Mike, and this was, I believe this was yesterday, but maybe a few days ago. And the title is Dear America, Run My Check. Killer Mike on the importance of reparations. Anybody know where Killer Mike is from? Is he Jamaican? Where's he from? Because American men, I think he Geechee. He may be a North African. These are some short, waddling motherfucker right here. He's a little short one. American Negro men ain't made like him. He made like that little turtle on The Fifth Element. Remember on The Fifth Element that little alien that come at the end that waddles its way in with the Fifth Element? Press 1. You ever seen that? That's what he looked like. He looks Haitian. Yeah, so we got a Jamaican, a Haitian, a Hindu, all of them up here. Ain't none of them you. Here they go again talking about reparations. From last year to this year. Reparation.
Strong feelings about how the debt of reparations should be paid. You feel like it should be land.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like that's the answer?
I think it's a culmination of things.
A culmination of things. Is that Rizza Islam on the end? Who is that? Tariq? No.
But I think that if you're not asking for land as a big part of that.
No.
That maybe you're off course. If Bill Gates, who makes all his money off microchips and computers, is now trying to be the largest landowner in the United States, you know, if you want a good sense of where to find some food, follow a hungry dog. You know, if Gates won't land, why aren't we 54% of all African Americans live in the South? We know that we were enslaved here. We know we built the economy of the South.
Here's a real one doofus. We.
We know we was enslaved here. We know wait, are you from Africa or were you enslaved here? What camp, internment camp, was you in? Press 1. Which one? Who is we? Who the fuck is this we? Because you wasn't here. And if you were Jamaican or any of these island boys, you fought and your forefathers fought with the Confederacy against our forefathers. Like Tamika Mallory and them people, them North African folk, stuck on them islands over there, French. Press 1.
We know we were the cornerstone of the South, said by Alexander Stephens, the Vice President of the Confederacy.
The Vice President of the Confederacy said that what? You were the cornerstone of the South. What's your name? How you the cornerstone of any goddamn thing? What's your name? Your name tell you if you the cornerstone of anything. And who is we? Who is this we enslaved and this one and that one? Articulate that. Articulate that.
4% of all African Americans live in the South. We know we were enslaved here. We know we built the economy of the South. We know we were the cornerstone of the South, said by Alexander Stephens, the Vice President of the Confederacy.
So y'all take all y'all information from the Vice President of the Confederacy. Reparations now, period. You not finna get no reparations now, Romick. Ain't no reparations now. Who are you? Ain't no reparations. Reclassification now. Reparation for what?
To accept, press 1.
You need to be reclassified. Reparation. Go get a PPP loan. Your ass wants some reparation before you get reclassified with your dumb ass. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
This is Dee, Soulfully Sowing Seeds. I'm listening to you broadcasting and whatnot, and you said call in. That PP loan, everybody got hoodwinked and whatnot. I never know what I'm going to say when I call into your show.
Why? So why are you calling me?
Because I love you.
You don't know me.
I don't have to know you. I just love you.
So how you love me? So what you love about me? What is love? What is that? What you talking about?
You know what I love? I love your truth. I love your candid, raw talk.
Oh, so you just like my little attributes on my ability to speak. You really don't even know what I'm talking about. You don't even know what I'm talking about. You're not identifying with nothing that I talk about, though. God, nothing. So you just a witch. You just a wicked witch.
Actually, I'm not a witch.
You are a witch.
I actually enjoy listening.
No, it don't matter. But you're a witch, though.
Why would you call me a witch?
Because your whole aura is witch-like and demonic. That's why. Your spirit
and what
is
is
off.
Yours?
That's why.
What is your
You
spirit,
already said what it was. It's truth. It's raw.
I actually enjoy listening.
Ma'am,
to your
you are a witch.
Oh my God, are you high?
Ma'am, you're a witch.
You're stoned.
Yeah, I'm stoned.
Yeah, you're very stoned.
Right.
Because why would you say that?
Because you are.
Actually, I'm not.
Yeah, because you are, liar.
No, and you believe because you say that to people.
So tell me something.
They are.
So tell me something that makes you not.
Okay.
Tell me something about God. Tell me something. Tell me something about your understanding.
Well, based on the understanding, I thought you were talking truth.
No, I'm lying. I'm lying. So what is your understanding here? That's right.
Like
a witch. Get up out of here. Get up out of here,
and
witch.
You
need to find God. That's what you need. You need God in your life. You need God in your life. Your power as a witch and a mermaid queen is over. You have no power. Press 1. There's a whole walking Holocaust death sentence fucking with you. Who was you? I love you. You don't love me. You was a demon. Press 1. You was a demon. And you love me. I cook demons for breakfast. They try to come in like that. Demons always try to come in slithery. Ooh, I love
the way you ain't got nothing on. Don't even got nothing to talk about. That's how you know what a demon is. You got the truth here. They come in, they call in, and they think I'm with them because they call in their little stupid, sweet word. Don't mean nothing. That's our community, full of witches and warlocks. No power, of no avail. Nothing but Eastern Star, fallen stars, press 1. Witches and warlocks and people just with nothing else to do but bother godly, righteous men. That's why Satan had you call in, to bother me. That's it. I see you little females from a mile away. Satan send the baddest ones. He don't send no Rudy Poos at me. He send the bad ones. Nigga, bad to the bone. Boy, but they put me through the test, nigga. Bad. No, you can't beat me. I'm seeing the best of the best, the worst of the worst. You can't beat me. And your flattery ain't nothing, demon. All this truth. See? We talking about Killer Mike. That's what Babylon, the Atlanteans down there, that's all they got is distraction. How long I been on the computer? Let me see my time frame. 2 hours. And the only thing you got is a damn distraction. I've been spitting nothing but hot fire. Dial on, and dial on. Press 1. I don't want to be because you watch me. You think I'm your friend. Don't love me. What you talking about? What does your love mean to me? Nothing. Oh, you must be mean. I'm very mean. What your love mean to me? Nothing. Your prayer don't mean nothing. Your love is what you don't even know how to love. What you talking about? You've been destroyed. You don't even know how to love. Love your child. Love yourself. Love yourself. Embrace it. Go in the mirror and just give yourself a hug and say, I'm sorry. I'm out here trolling and bothering people. I should have been more in contact with you. We lost each other. You better go to the mirror. Love yourself. You don't know how to love me. Facts. I'm too up here. You don't even know how. Your love is worthless up here. Nobody wants your love. That's not what I'm not doing this for your love, for you to be sitting back playing. Your love calls you to play around with niggas' knowledge and wisdom. Fuck your love. Your love is a curse from Satan. Press 1. That's what your love is. A curse. All the men you fall in love with end up dead and in the worst position that they started before they even met your dumb ass. That's what your love is. Your love is a curse from Satan. Press 1. This is love right here. A nigga wake up with this type of shit on his brain. This love. Press 1. I do this out of love, so you can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me collect. Press 1. Just don't call me collect. Call me with just know. Just know. My father used to wake up like this and talk like to me. God sent me through certain things in my life, and that's how he instructed, and I know what love is. You don't know. Your love is like this. Oh, but I'm going to end up dead with your love. I'm going to end up dead. I'm going to be a gangbanger. I'm going to be a Holocaust victim. I'm going to be on dope. I'm going to be hanging out with your friend. I'm going to get the worst advice. And I'm going to get cursed with your love. No, my love come from the Heavenly Father. Press 1. I'm cool. He said, if you love me, you will try your best.
Unknown caller.
Press 1 to do this and to practice this truth and to do my bidding and follow my word. If you love me, not play around with it. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
What's going on, Kev? Water World.
Water World. What's up, champion?
Man, you played something real interesting when you were talking about T.I. when he said, well, you didn't say T.I. told on himself that he been having opportunities all his life, right? And then you went back further, or you went on to say, like, they've been all working together from the Clintons to the Bidens because, the crime bill, and then you put us on point with the dope the Clintons brought in here from Arkansas and all that, right?
Come on, kid.
But now, like I said, like where you hitting the mark is that the reclassification is really gentrification.
That's
but
right.
It's just a new way for them to go ahead and get the land.
That's right.
Because again, if T.I. and the Jay-Z,
world is to keep you wandering, not to get the land. They didn't own the land. They need you moving around and wandering.
Yeah, but no, look at it. Yeah, now look at it though, where it's at though, because if these folks are the one that's giving us these trap music, these drill music, violence in our communities, so now opportunity zones goes to the first dibs of the people that know about it, and T.I. know about it, because you just say he ain't teaching us, so he got first dibs at a lower rate because your whole community just got devalued because of the crime rate that these fools is the one that's putting in place.
Putting the music in.
Like
so they're devaluing the property by the crime rate. The music influences that. The thing go down. They buy it. They purchase it because the corporations infuse, and these niggas have been in bed with these corporations with targeting children through the music to make the property value go down in which they live. They need you to write on the wall. They need you to create the ice cream truck, the lowrider phenomenon. They need you gangbangers. They need y'all to do this so they can steal the land right up under your feet. Go ahead, King.
And look what you said. Who gonna get benefits from it? It's gonna be the foreigners, because remember when Obama brought in an eminent domain when we're talking about Nipsey Hussle and the territory and all that.
That's right.
So if they got eminent domain, and we know that Obama and them is working with China and the Saudis and all that, that means those are government agents. They got first dibs on your land.
And if you miss, that's SoftBank. That goes back to SoftBank. Remember Donald Trump?
Yeah, you was killed.
Look what these niggas talking about. Water World. We own it. We've been on this for 3 years, G. We saw this coming.
And that's what. Yeah, that's why it's crazy. Like, it's all, like I said, when you be saying stuff that come later on, I can see the full picture now. Now we see the play. You showing us the whole play, who involved, and what they saying. Even with Charcetter Brown, with the real estate, they was on that too.
It was an eminent domain play to steal the real estate. They sell the real estate to what? Software Bank. Software Bank became the biggest real estate over the We team. So I say the We organization. So who is we?
Yeah, who is we? And it goes back to, like, even with the Mickey Mouse, how the We team, they say they'll play any type of characters, any situation.
Just typed in, wasn't Rizzo involved in property thefts? Wasn't he doing a Section 8 property? Come on, G.
Man, so somebody in Las Vegas, one of our state reps just killed somebody because of real estate fraud.
See?
Doing the same play Charcetter Brown. He over there locked up right now. He's going through his little situation. And it just brings back to that, like, you've been on point with all this, like, stealing of the land. That's right. But now they just can't take your land, like, forcibly like they did back then. Now they got to use the English language of the law. That's why you told us we got to go back to that old Webster's dictionary.
Right,
to understand what these words.
Because we're starting with the law, and in the beginning it was the word, and the word was with God. G.
Man, you get no point, man. That's all I have to say, man. I'm gonna fall back now.
Thank you, King. My man.
Yes, sir.
And the word is with God. G. God's word is law, nigga. It's Supreme Court. G. And y'all can't fuck with me because I know the truth, and the truth has set me free. Fool, press 1. So I'm not just calling you a fool just to call you a fool. No, I'm having fun. You know, I don't get upset. I was born to help you learn this. I ain't graduated not one school on this earth. There's not one certificate. Shit hurt my heart, but guess what? That made me who I am. That made my brain press what I wasn't supposed to. But I didn't become no crack dealer. I didn't go gangbang. I just went and just tried to live free. Press 1. I didn't let who I was around influence my action. I smoked weed with killers too. I know Scandalous D from Westside Hoover. I was smoking with him. I know who he murked under one of the Menlo boys. Press 1. I was smoking with him. If you from Hoover, you know Scandalous D. Press 1. I know niggas like that, bro. Yeah, I know niggas, bro. But I never let that dictate who I am. Press one. I watch niggas fall, die, go to prison for the rest of their life. All that. They say, you can't be a angel in the world. Yes, you can. You can strive to be. You can be good and not associate. Yes, you can. That's a fantasy to think that you can't be who you are because of your realm or your area. That's some low confidence thinking. That's a system built for crime. They want you to go into crime thinking like that. If you believe that, you're gonna be a criminal. Facts. Because you are what you believe. If you believe that, you're gonna be a criminal. You're gonna fall. You're gonna be a victim in a white man's world, like Tupac said. Your ass gonna be a victim, punching your hands against the walls, crying every night, like that nigga, that 17-year-old boy who did that to PNP Rock. He gonna be crying. People, y'all be thinking this lifestyle is it's gonna break these young men, G. That shit's scary, G. To even think about being 17 years old. It make me think about what Pac said. You know, you threw your life away as a kid, G. You know, that's a cold. But if you don't address it and you don't diagnose it and nobody talks about it, whoever gonna get a grand understanding about the way what we doing out here? Press one. Who gonna understand it? It just goes to show me not too many people is really thinking about it. And that's fine. That's fine. But not too many people was thinking about it on this level. I'm just happy that I'm a blessing in that realm to be able to convey that information. But let's go to Killer Mike. Talk about the importance of reparations.
As a big part of that maybe you're off course. If Bill Gates, who makes all his money off microchips and computers, is now trying to be the largest landowner in the United States, you know, if you want a good sense of where to find some food, follow a hungry dog. You know, if Gates won't land, why aren't we 54% of all African Americans live in the South? We know we were enslaved here. We know we built the economy of the South. We know we were the cornerstone of the South, said by Alexander Stephens, the vice president of the Confederacy, who Stephens County is named for, said the cornerstone of the Confederacy is slavery.
The white man said that the cornerstone is in slavery. You wasn't no damn slave. No. You was put in the Red Cross internment camps, and your land was stolen, manifest destiny, in the 1900s. 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, 70s, G. And you put your people on dope and drugs to murder us so people like me wouldn't be born. People like you wouldn't hear. Press one. That's why. So we would never come out of a slumber of death. That's why. That's why it's important that you know what this is. You wasn't no damn slave until the federal government waged war on you with immigrants and deputized immigrants, and they began slaughtering blacks all over the land and putting you inside internment camps via the Red Cross. And Margaret Sanger was in there euthanizing, sticking coronavirus, ripping out wounds. Just as your worst fear, they already did it. So while you sitting back propping up a false slavery story, tell it right. Tell it right. The federal government approved immigrants, press one, to be over you, like the Bible said was going to happen if you didn't keep the law. That's crazy how what happened to you in real life with real history is what happened to the people, God's people, in the book of life. G. Y'all crazy. And I'm glad. What's today? Saturday. I woke up in mode, ready to go. Hit that like button and subscribe. You want to contribute to the page, go to my PayPal. Not my PayPal. My Cash App, my cash tag is Gills Gang. Shout out to my man Marley for Hot Fire. Dial on. Press one, no paper, no notes. Hot Fire. What's the topic? Bring it up. Roll the tape.
So since the cornerstone of building this took us working for free, we deserve something.
You was a liar. The cornerstone of America is George Washington. It ain't you, especially you a foreigner. Especially you a foreigner. The cornerstone ain't you. It's a trust. It's a will. Press. That's the corner. It's the name on the will, and you ain't included. I know you. I know you're not included. I know you're like a foreigner trying to apply yourself to something like that white lady in that movie we saw. Where my Morris brothers at? The Stolen Legacy. Trying to apply yourself to a false story, time immemorial. Some shit that ain't even happened. If I tell you how you were put up on those ships and why you were stacked up, you wouldn't even be ready for it. You don't even know how you were involved in the Holocaust. Killer Mike talking about some goddamn Arab slave trade. Press 1. That's what you talking about. You better go take that up with them. We talking about the American Holocaust. Press 1. See, when you know what happened, what slaves? You'll never had no proof. Never. Ain't no boats, ain't no nothing. What slave? Because you don't know nothing. Your name, you went into the furnace. You went inside the Holocaust, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? Yeah, I got the truth from the bowels of hell. You are the Jew. Yeah, you right. But tell the story. What happened? See, your names, you went right on the train. You went right on the train. Took them clothes off. Go right up in there and take a shower. Right there. They gonna tell you the story on Netflix. Watch. You went right up in there, thought you was signing up for a military, didn't you? You went right up in there and got your ass gassed out. Press 1. Never even made it nowhere. Had your name stolen. Had your dog tags taken. Names given to immigrants. Press 1. And they are the benefit package. They became your white people of a certain status when they were just slaves and black people from the Slavic realm of Russia. Press 1. I battle with the tongue. Now, what's up? There ain't no guns involved. I ain't got no ops. I got all fans. Press 1. Let's battle. You don't deserve no reparations. You need reclassification. You need your status corrected. You need to be put back a freedman, and you need back what's due. All that comes in order. It's like how you little niggas be getting fender bender and you pretend you hurt in the car and you know you about to get that check. You ain't got to do too much. Nigga, sit down. Your nose bleeding? Good. More. You need something else? Pow. Pow. Hit me in the nose too. Pow. Pow. It's just ordered, nigga. It's the law. That's why they know what it is. Call an ambulance. That's why I'm gonna lay right here on this curb. If you fender bend me if you want to, I'm buying myself a new dirt bike. Press 1. A Harley Davidson or some shit. Press 1. I need about 7, 8. Press 1. Yeah, keep it simple. Keep it simple. You gonna put me in the truck too? My back, my neck, my back. Press 1. Y'all know how to do this shit.
And what we deserve is land, and we deserve land grants like Dr. King asked for. We deserve to have government contracts that are 100 years in perpetuity for that land.
That was 100 years in perpetuity for that land, so you know that. Who is we? What's the collective body to receive this? Press 1. Who is we? That's why the land needs to go back to the original heirs and the owners of the land, not some old outsourced fake black communist manifesto working for George Soros. Right there, right there. Press 1. Ooh, I'm glad God made me for this moment.
So if corn need to be grown, we should be granted the land.
If corn need to be grown. Why your arm so short? Press 1. Like a little fat Tyrannosaurus Rex hybrid. Press 1. All them meat patties in the back of your neck, boy. How long it take you to come up with this? Press 1.
We should be given the contracts to grow the corn. Why does that work? Because it keeps a dollar cycling. Not on.
Shut up, punk. No, if you've been selling corn on some land that ain't yours, that money need to go back and to the people who owned that corn place and to the families. And if any oils was made out the corn, I don't give a corn syrup, corn soup, corn whatever, corn grease. If the company made with this corn in it is mine, press 1. That's what it is. It's not yours. You don't just make up in your head. That's a problem with you, coming. You always want something that's not yours. You got your hand out begging for things that's not yours. You don't even know how to articulate the words
ignorantly to make sense. Press 1.
In our community, but the greater community. I would like to.
What's the greater community? The fuck is the greater community? More immigrant? What the fuck is the greater community? And what is our? Who is we? Well, you get these people who own it back they shit. Press 1.
Walk out of this, because I know you don't solve all the problems here, but I'd like to walk out knowing that if we don't deserve anything else, we deserve land, we deserve money, we deserve education.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You deserve reclassification, and that comes with a stipulation of the following, fool. Press 1. That's why you got to denounce this shit. You got to denounce being a Democrat enemy. You just denounce them. I don't want to take part no more. I don't trust you guys anymore with our stuff. You just playing a game with black people. That's all you doing. You playing the game. I don't trust you.
And the only other thing is, there has been, and I got to credit Yvette Carnell for saying this, her and Antonio Moore.
Oh, yeah, and you know, Yvette Carnell.
That without something in terms of perpetuity, without some monies, without some political policy, without some change, then it all equals nothing. So
that's right, without going to the Supreme Court. So damn with Yvette Carnell. Yvette Carnell is a lesbian and she has a white woman girlfriend. So if that's the LGBTQ movement, press 1, wants part of something that she's not even old because she's Caribbean or some shit. She got green eyes. She's French. Press 1. She's French. Yvette. What? Press 1. She's French. And she's lesbian. She eat white pussy. Press 1. She eat white pussy. Press 1. What the fuck is y'all talking about? That's why I'm not fucking with you Atlanteans. No. You're getting baptized. Man, woman, child, black family first. Marriage, boom, zoom, zooms, and wham, whams. No. Baptism. No. No independence. Stay there. Bye. Press 1. Next. Press 1. No. It's pathetic, actually.
We need to push the line locally like what's happening in California, because once one state makes them break the bank, then it's easier to repeat. But if you in Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Louisiana, Texas, you deserve your fair share of land.
So you just think land just is owed to you? You just because you're black? So there's land because you're black. Black, that's not even a nationality. The people who own land never even called themselves black. They would never disrespect their lineage that way. They would never disrespect and bring themselves out of standing that way. They knew what black meant. Why would they be black? How could you be black and want something? I could imagine our people back then laughing like, sir, you just got here from Ireland living on the ground for 50 years. Like, take your ass to work and enjoy these food and whatever come with it. Don't be looking at these black folk like they owe you something. You know, oh, look how they live, kind of lazy. They don't really do nothing. They are heirs to, what did the Queen of England do? What do Britons do? What do white people do? Nothing. Nothing. Drive big old trucks, pull up with paperwork, and take the fuck off. Press 1 and leave Mexicans and other people over everybody. Press 1. White people don't be doing shit. I mean, not like that, but you know what I'm saying. Doing nothing.
What about everybody else? Y'all can give it up for that, of course. Yeah. What about everyone else? Are there any other thoughts? Checks, land grants, free education. What is it?
Education. Free, worst education is the free one.
Everybody else, what's in your minds about how reparations should be meted out?
Land is one aspect of it, in respect to my brother Mike. The thing is, we don't just want land because they'll do what they're doing in Mississippi. There's a bunch of people who live in a city, but then they'll taint the water.
Oh my goodness. Press 1. Where is this guy from? Is he American? Press 1. That's a fake haircut he has. So I just got to put a suit and tie now. Fuck
Shame.
this. Y'all not about to do this without me. Oh no, you're going to put him on the side of two women like the pimp he is. Press 1. like the pimp propagandist he is. Press 1. Oh, they'll just do it like that. They'll just put the water in there. So we won't. What you want? Huh? What you want, island boy? What you want? Ain't nothing like a begging black man, huh? Who can't find a suitable location for the museum. And the location that you did find was as small as a goddamn Pollo Loco restaurant in Los Angeles.
They will do certain things like they do on certain Indian reservations. They will pollute the creeks, things like that. So land is
pollute no goddamn creek. Fucking, you a fool.
It's one option, but we need cash payments.
Hey, nigga, you ain't getting nothing. No.
And when we get the cash, we can buy whatever land we need.
No. We don't need cash. We need a king. Press 1. We don't need no goddamn cash. No. No. We need sovereignty. We need freedom. We need reclassification. They want the cash. You see that, family? They think like a bunch of children. That's right. The women right there. That's right. You need something to buy things with. Press 1. Buy things. Materialize. Press 1. Ain't no God in these people. Ain't no God in them at all. Ain't no spiritual. Ain't nothing in them. Just dead. Just living black dead people with makeup and suits and ties on who is afraid to think freedom, emancipation, Supreme Court. They don't ever mention Supreme nothing.
I'll add, as an international human rights scholar.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Shame.
What?
Shame.
International human rights scholar. Let me guess. George Soros. This George Soros Society. The what? What about it? Let me see.
There's a legal definition for what reparations is. So
okay, so where's my goddamn book? Press 1. Where's my 1828? Because I've been, hold up, press 1. You ain't finna get us. I'm not finna let you do us like that. Press 1. I paid all this good money for these bus nooks. I didn't buy no Jordan. I bought books. Press 1. See, I gotta teach my nigga. God said, Kev, you gonna be a teacher. I said, I ain't learned nothing. You gonna teach them. I can't be no teacher, Lord. Press 1. Yeah, I got low confidence and all that. What you need? Press 1. God put me of a perspective of influence. That's YouTube. Press 1. So get yourself a Black's Law Dictionary so we can check out these legal terms. She don't go to the book. She ain't got no... Listen, her whole ass is out. Press 1. That's not even a conservative. Press 1. She supposed to have some stockings on. Press 1. Y'all know black women, y'all thighs is huge. You supposed to have some stockings on. Not one of these ladies got on nothing. The other lady got on goddamn stumping boot. Press 1. With her manly dress. With her manly dress. The boy over there is wiping crumbs and old spilt milk off his shirt. Tariq Nasheed is too pretty. Press 1. That's a pretty nigga. Press 1. All of them fucked up. How you wearing combat boot? We gonna need you at King AK-47 house to stomp out them roaches he got running around the walls. Press 1. And who the hell is that? That's Carrie Layton? Boy, you look like DJ Academic's cousin, fat ass. You get fat. My nigga, press 1. And ain't he Jamaican? So you got a bunch of pirates, a bunch of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Press 1. Fighting, advocating for our shit. Press 1. I won't let these foreigners do it. Press 1. That's what I gotta step up. You have to step up. Press 1. This nigga's literally got chicken hidden in the towel. Press 1. Look at Killer Mike. Look at him. That piece of chicken still out there. The pack of Skittles still out there. You got them boys. Press 1.
Under international law, reparations comes in 5 forms. So compensation or cash must be included because that's one of the forms of reparations under international law. But there's also restitution, and that accounts for stolen land. And labor, stolen property.
Hold up. Restitution for stolen land. Stolen property, you go find your axe and hoe and cotton remover from back then. The real compensation comes from the stolen land. And if you're not there, if that's not you, then you're not it. Press 1. I don't know why are y'all fighting for something that ain't got nothing to do with you. Because 60% of these blacks fighting for reparation ain't even Afro-American. Press 1. My daddy and my grandfather and your grandfathers and daddies, they all be working and shit. They don't even be thinking about no damn reparation. They be thinking about how we need to work harder. Press 1. They don't be thinking. These foreign blacks is more concerned with our shit than they are with their hometown country. Press 1. And just because y'all are melanated, you cannot fool us no more. Hit the like button.
Real or intellectual.
I need to find reparation, first of all.
So that's relevant in the entertainment space in terms of the cultural contributions of Africa.
What? The entertainment space? What? That's because y'all all work for the Red Cross. Press 1. Y'all niggas is all here by way of we. Press 1. The Red Cross. Press 1. Press 1. I figured y'all weak asses out. I've been watching y'all. Y'all ain't nothing but Red Cross recipients, entertainers by way of humanitarianism, using your stupid music genre, which is created by the great jazz players of the day. You have no hip hop. It's trash. It's not yours. The sound is stolen. It's East Hinduish. Ever since Timberland and all these people came into the game, it's been nothing but flutes and motherfucking electro beats. Back in the day, Dizzy Gillespie, again, a real Gillespie. Press 1. All of the greats. Press 1. They use real instruments. You niggas can't play a lick. Press 1. I say you niggas can't play a lick. So you're not even real musicians. You're just clones, and you're using old sample rates and samples of the first samples, which is put inside of a trust, and Weinstein and Epstein had that trust. So all y'all fired. Press 1. It's called the ARC Entertainer. Press 1. I got y'all ass, don't I? American Red Cross Entertainer. I got him. Oh, I love it. I love it. Destruction. See, I embrace KRO. I'm be smoking on some ARC packs today. I'm smoking some ARC packs. Back to the script. I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all the truth. They can't fuck with me.
African Americans, right? The other form of reparations under international law is rehabilitation. So that can look like free medical care from birth to death.
I told you. So reparation is Planned Parenthood. 94 crime bill, crack pipe programs. That's rehabilitation. Do you get it? Do you get it?
Shame.
I'm the coldest nigga on the internet.
Shame.
What you talking about? I'm destroy worlds, nigga. What you talking about? You thought I was? I destroy worlds. No, not like this. Boom. Like a fucking movie with truth. And for your whole falsehood world. You're an ARC entertainer. I'm South Central. I was born and raised in sin. Straight death shit, bro. Y'all niggas get paid programs to be here, bro. Putting on hats and lineups trying to pretend to be us, G. Leading our people astray. Pimping and whoring out our communities, bro. And robbing our people of what's due to them. Trying to get a check from Soros or any Democrat lobby group who will pay you. Y'all niggas run around with y'all hands out 24/7, bro. It's embarrassing, actually. Y'all can't even look at me in my face. That's why y'all gotta call me under these voices and little tools and shit y'all got at y'all disposal, because you scared of a nigga like me. Not because I'm super muscular or I'm fucking 80 feet tall, because I can see right through bitch ass, weak ass niggas and females who don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Free education, free legal and trauma services. Then there's
General hospitals, all of that. See, they studied us, G. This is what this Waterworld probably tripping. Like, damn, nigga, all of this is your repayment, bro. All of it. G, give it back to them. Y'all playing with the entertainers. I'm proving to y'all that these are the ARCs right here. This is your we team. When they say who is we, ARC.
Action, which accounts for more symbolic forms of reparations, like a formal apology, the taking down of Confederate monuments, and the erecting of statues that honor our ancestors, for instance. And then the last, or the fifth form of reparations under international law is guarantees of non-repetition. So that gets at more structural and institutional policy change. So my personal opinion is that you cannot call a reparations package reparations unless it includes all 5 of those forms. So it has to include cash, it has to include a check, it has to include restitution, it has to include rehabilitation, it has to include satisfaction, and it has to include guarantees of non-repetition.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable what you find out from people trying to steal your shit. Press 1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like I say, you niggas has fell victim to the ARC program. Yeah, the American Red Cross. Oh yeah, them was the ones who came over here and stole your land. Remember I told you, American Red Cross, they are the Nazis. They came over here and did what they gonna do. The American Red Cross are the entertainers. Those are actors. That's your guilds and all that. The Actors Guild, because the real guild owned the community. So they needed a guild. They needed a vessel because the real guild is part of the kingship. Never mind. We'll get to that. We'll get to why this is a sovereign nation when you come back to the law. There is only one law. There is one trust. There is one king. There is one heir. I mean, this all... they told us a straight lie this whole damn time. A lie. You know, you came from Africa and you were dressing like this. No, they manifest destiny look like this. This they we team. Press 1. See. So when you see the we people pointing at the screen like this, now you know where it come from. You ever seen them pointing at the screen like this? You ever seen that before? That's where it comes from. Huh? How many of y'all been following Kev for this die? They got you. All of these are international people. Look, Russian, Polak, African, Asian, an islander. Pictures mean things. You know that, right? Look. So when you see these people pointing at the screen and all of this, you just know who they come from. The Red Cross. Okay? That's what all this is. Okay? They are not you. They are by way of humanitarian crisis. Something has to be wrong with you. You have to be in a peril state. You got to be scared. You got to be, they need you like that, like you losing something. Like without them, it's going to all fall down. Oh, man. And all of them ain't nothing but the same not black Nazis. That's all they are. Look, it's the people who were with the British. You see the Moor hat right there with the black man right there? You see that? Yes, you do. The Moors helped these people to overthrow King George or George Washington or the free sovereign nation that blessed the people. They don't want to tell you George Washington was a nigga. Just he then you're going to find out he freed the slaves, not Abraham Lincoln. You're going to realize like, damn. So they stole it from George. Yes. They created this whole under system up under superior law. And they're using ARC entertainers to overwhelm you with propaganda and humanitarian 501(c) crisis attacks. I got y'all ass. Press 1. Now I can just freestyle. I don't even need no help. Now I'm flying. There it is. 424-209-9506. Vote or die. Those are threats. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV. 424-209-9506. Because when it's time for class, we already in class. I want to let y'all know. When I go, it's a go. 424-209-9506. I love every bit of it. Now this is I'm just throwing y'all the whole curriculum right here. Let me see. Y'all should be able to read this. God's law, George's law. George and God is like this. Matter of fact, George and God, the word God and George are synonymous. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know George and God is one of the same words? Did you know that? You can Google that. You can Google that. George is, back in the day, was paraphrased. Before you say, oh God, they say, oh George. Instead of saying God, they say George. Press 1. You never seen white people do some shit like that? You never thought about that? And, oh George. That they was it's like the same thing, G. That's what I'm telling you. I'm proving to you this is God's country. I'm proving it to you. You may not understand this is God's country. His law is supreme and it runs the whole world. It's just that his people believe in slavery. They believe in amendments and fighting for things and reparation. When the truth is, you need reclassification, and in order for that, you got to become a man. By George, or by golly, press 1. But you got to become a man. You got to emancipate yourself. You got to become emancipated. You got to be free, clear of all your debt and sin and death and silliness. You got to adhere to the law. If you don't, now I ain't talking about no Hebrew Israelite stuff. God's law, man, and Levitical law, the law of this place and how they were set up is all in the same boat. I'm not talking about foreign Israelites talking about God law and women shouldn't be wearing pants and stuff that disciplines a woman into her position and the wise that goes into her mind, not you trying to be overbearer and be legal, and that ain't even your place to be a legal person of all women, because you can't even afford nothing yourself. Press 1. Your whole system is 501(c)(3). So you can't even be a real child of God because you're acting out of the Dead Sea. Press 1. The Holy Sea of the dead. Press 1. So you can't even be a Hebrew Israelite. God don't even honor your Hebrew Israelite. Press 1. He don't even honor your 501. For the Hebrew Israelite Pharisee have aligned themselves with Catholicism and 501(c), just like every other religious organization that wishes to get a TI tax break. Press 1. And you've been stealing from God. You've been stealing from the trust. You've been stealing from the land. You've been stealing from the people who've been put over the land. Press 1. You murdered all the animals, took all the cornfield. What Israel went through, that's cool. But that don't mean you got to go through with yours. So everybody gets, and there's an awakening phase, there's judgment. All that's going on in God's time. Each person is being judged adequately. Y'all can feel sorry for these demons if y'all want to. I don't. Y'all let these YouTubers get y'all emotionally infused with the internet to where one of these negative ass rappers die or one of these characters pass away. Y'all are so focused on a distraction
that ain't even real. It's like they told Moses, don't look over there to the left or to the right. They're gonna look off and turn into dust because they're infatuated with the dream world. They get stuck just scrolling and shit. Their minds can't come out and say, how could I make a living for myself doing stuff that I love to do? Instead of being a worker slave for somebody, what can I do in my pastime that I can generate enough revenue to take care of myself and others? You can't even do it. And that's this to the men. 424-209-9506. I'm on the air and I'm just waiting for a caller. Press 1. This is too much information to be going on and not enough interaction with the fellas. So either the fellas comprehension levels or they just get it. Press 1. Or emojis and stuff, that don't get it, George. Press 1. No. You got to call in and let me hear it. Let the people hear you understand it. Not key emojis. That don't do nothing for me, George. Press 1. You know what does something for me, George? Is you in your own way spitting out great information back to the people. That's what I care about. You know, a man coming into himself and letting his tongue really display what's really on his mind. And if your tongue ain't displaying what's on your, ain't nothing on there. Ain't nothing on your mind. You must not. There has to be something that encourages you to stand up and speak. There has to be something. For me, it's this information and knowing that a lot of people is gonna understand. I'm like, damn, that encourages me more because I get like weary sometimes. Like, are these people really understanding or? And that's where a lot of my frustration comes. But you have to learn how to teach your tongue to speak. G, niggas talk about random shit all damn day, bro. You know, we talking about the real takeover. These motherfuckers on Revolt TV in suits and ties stealing your shit, trying to press 1, trying their best to run off with your belongings. Press 1, and what can you? How can you fight back? Same way they fight back. Propaganda. Press 1. Propaganda. I know y'all not just gonna be. You shut the fuck up when these niggas come around and get to talking. Y'all do more talking about these niggas than me. Tariq Nasheed and all these fake black activists. What happened? Where you at? 424-209-9506. That's what I'm talking about. 424-209-9506. Only people who call me, the witches and warlocks. People who dare to distract. See? But they can't even touch a nigga at this level. You can. 424-209-9506. Shout out to the people in my Cash App. Let me see. Yeah, but the power is in the tongue. But like they said in the Matrix, what good is a phone call if you can't speak? If the power is in the tongue, then say something. If the power is in the tongue, then say something. Niggas don't know how powerful their voices are. Yeah, Dizzy Gillespie blew a trumpet that wake the world up, G. You don't know how powerful your voice is, how powerful you don't believe in yourself like you convince the world that you do. You're not as smart. You are as smart. You are. You just scared. Press 1, you ain't gonna fit in, bro. This what's gonna set you apart right here. It's gonna have your family, nigga not giving you $20 for that weed.
Unknown caller.
Yeah, this gonna make you the black sheep. Yeah, this gonna make your little family, and they ain't gonna have your back no more. It makes you stand on your own, Simba. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air? What up?
Good day, Professor. I'm enjoying the class and enjoying every day.
What's up, champion? What's your name? Where you calling from, champ?
This Rico, man. You know the big Rico, man.
I'm calling in to stand up one time, just real quick, Professor. But can you hear me? Oh yeah, you're in the background. Like I was calling to say, I understand what you're saying, because really, since you've been off the air these past couple of days, you've been really helping do research. And I'm understanding, just like in 1925, you just talking about the Communist Manifesto, and they started the Communist Party in America in 1925. Stuff like that, you making me do research and making me stand up as a man. They started the
Communist Party where?
In America in 1925. I picked up on the book called The American Testament because I went to go read the preamble, researching the Magna Carta. This all over the past week. So when I went to the preamble, it referred me to a book called The American Testament. My fault. There's two different versions.
The American Testament, huh?
Yes, sir. But this specific one, and this is how going work. I ended up going to the wrong book, but this one spoke specifically to a migrator that moved into America in 1901, and he's speaking to what's going on from about 1901 to about 1930 in America, but he's speaking really for all the, man, let me step inside. He's speaking for mostly different kind of Jews, which would be like the Polish Jews, this one, that one, and that one at the same time. He's speaking about how the labor strikes and the trust, he's speaking on the trust. He brought up, when he was talking about one massacre, it made me research, and I realized that the Rockefellers owned these, you know how you talking about those big houses? They owned these houses because they was for the miners and stuff to stay on. So they got killed one time at these houses because they pulled up to the houses and killed them, but they was having a mine strike or whatever. So, he's speaking on these things and speaking that they fight for socialism, this one and that one, but he's saying so many different things that we know today and not understand, like you're saying, Kev, all this has fell under one umbrella. Like how you talking about the Hebrew Israelites, this one and that one. And, I don't want to just extend
what's the name of that book? What's the name of that book?
I'm gonna shoot it to you. It's called The American Testament. TES.
Reservations. They will pollute the creeks.
The American Testament.
And then, and I'm gonna send you the specific name because I'm trying to find the other one. The other one is going to speak specifically to the preamble. This one was actually talking about, and I'm telling you, he's talking about the czars. He's talking about the K-czars. He's talking about how when Wilson came into presidency, they fighting for Wilson, and he understanding that when he realized like that, in hindsight that. Man, he's talking about it all. Let me tell you, he's telling the story of how all these people, all these foreigners came in to be communists, really. They fight for all these other ideas, but in hindsight, they end up selling out to communism a way longer time ago. You know what I'm saying? And instead of Catholicism, like you said.
Come on, son.
And you preaching it.
Testament.
It's about the man, I'm just trying to roll backwards in time between, I don't know what's that, my fault. Some of the background noise keep coming in, my bad.
Don't worry.
But I'm trying to roll back in time. Because I know between the 1600s up until that point of right there at the 1900s, when I'm seeing this dude being able to really talk his experience and how he's saying, like I say, I'm so sure he's a foreign person because he's saying he's a Russian Jew. So I know he's not probably Afro-American. I'm sure by that time they done got us out the way, switched up the roles like you said and did what they did in the 1800s. But also, like I say, when he's coming over, he's saying about how they understood about God. So it helped me, like what you said about George and how George had stuff all across the world. So they would know about God in hindsight, but right now what they're being told is, man, forget about God. Just, have a free life and really just keep these people down. And y'all gonna have money, free lawyers, be info scientists, you can be whatever you want. But keep these people down. All the foreigners, you getting everything. No matter if you in Polish, if you over here, if you that one, we gonna act like we fighting. Even if we is fighting, we really just fighting to keep the big trust. That's what we trying to get, the big trust.
That's right.
And I really appreciate the King.
They don't want you to know that King George and George Washington and the Washington family was cut. They cut the heirs of freedom off and enslaved them.
I appreciate you, King, because you really helped me roll backwards. Like I said, when you brought up the little video with the little lady who's speaking on the lost legacy, that's why I'm really, because another little female, I appreciate it. She sent me a government archive, and it's crazy they made this book in 1911, and this how I know this was the spin, because they try to go all the way back to a little bit before Jesus, all the way up to the 1800s, and this one they stopped. But they published the book in 1911, but they said this is going to be the scholastical book for everybody to learn about world history around the world, whether you're in Oxford. This is going to be the renowned book. And I got that archive, but as I went straight to like the the 1600s, because I know all the other stuff is BS. Really, I know most of it is BS, even reading up, because why would you publish a book in 1911 and you stopped at 1802? You don't talk about nothing from 18.
Reverse time after that to give themselves, to make it seem like it was happening in the past.
The time immemorial, as you've been saying.
Right. It's just they're dealing in time manipulation in your mind. That's all.
And that's why I just been really just sitting back. I was looking at your lineage yesterday. I was looking up at Gillespie's, and I was just trying to, do as much as I can off the back end, just being my own man. Not saying like I don't have to be part of the class and none of that, or even being in the, the what you call it, your Patreon and this one. But I understand what you're saying. Just us as men and individually, y'all should be able to start understanding and doing your own research so y'all can start putting this stuff together. And I really appreciate the King. I'm gonna definitely call back with some actual facts and my stuff written down next time I call in, and I'm gonna shoot you that stuff. And I just really appreciate what you're doing, man. And
Shout out to you, Rico.
Going on.
God is good, my
man. Hey, yes, sir. Hey, man, take it easy.
My man. And that's what we talking about here. See, when he brought up Woodrow Wilson, I went to Pope Pius. See? And if you don't know the time manipulation and how they doing it in your mind, because it ain't real. They ain't got no time machine. No, nigga, they ain't going nowhere doing nothing. So they changing their clothes, making up time frames. Pope Pius is Wilson, and they all the same one. All of them is the same. Press 1. All of them is Holocaust and how this communistic family got over here to take over the role of the president and all of these good things. You feel me? That's what I research. Right there. That's what I do it for. The you is there for you. We would have never found these actors. We would have never found these actors, press 1, who became presidents. We would have never found these people. Press 1. Never. If thinking about rap music, thinking about death and destruction, I asked God, I want to know how we ended up in this situation, and he showed me. Press 1. Now I don't want to play with nobody and play in their groups to be me. I want you to show me how they did it. Press 1. That's my answer. Press 1. Because God said so. That's why. So I do this because you people need to hear that. It's a part of the waking up experience right here. People say they waking up. When you watch Kev Rowe, it's not a YouTube page. It's you might hear something that'll just wake up a whole novel in your cranium. 424-209-9506. Let me listen to this.
The American Testament is about the weeks leading up to the start of a second American Civil War. While technically a futuristic fiction novel, the soul of the book is to examine how our current problems and scorched earth politics evolve into a culture scarred by a bankrupt government, a primarily machine-based workforce, and advanced artificial intelligence controlling everyday life. The story is set in 2084 and follows characters on both sides with many of the same issues we struggle with today extrapolated into the future. The American Testament is about where I fear the country is headed. A boiling point is coming. If you assume the worst of someone's intentions, you will never be disappointed. The American Testament paints a clear picture of the horror that can be realized if good people choose hate over love, rage over compassion, and sin over virtues. Sometimes it takes an act of irreverence to reach nirvana. If America becomes a totalitarian state tomorrow, it will be a testament of Americans choosing to do nothing today.
So I'm gonna watch it.
The American Testament contrasts arguments from progressives and the socialists in the West and the progressives in the Northeast over the decades team up to keep down the conservatives in the South.
Now look at that. Now let's go back now. In
the American Testament, the country is fractured into 3 districts as part of the fallout of the federal government going bankrupt.
Boom. As part of the fallout of the American government going bankrupt. Didn't they go bankrupt? And didn't they get Roosevelt got them what? All right, then.
The socialists in the West and the progressives in the Northeast over the decades team up to keep down the conservatives in the South.
Keep down who? Huh? The conservatives in the South.
Much of the rage in today's politics is because few understand what inspires those with whom they disagree.
Who was in the South? Why do you think I said the black conservative? Who was in the South, y'all?
The American Testament is designed to help people today better understand the other side before they may take up arms against their fellow citizens.
Told you, because you ain't nowhere in this picture. Look, you ain't not one Negro. Look, y'all better not be. What he's saying is y'all may be a part of the same family and don't know it.
Words will eventually turn into actions. You are what you tweet.
No, you're not.
The American Testament includes politicians with such vicious political tactics that violence ends up igniting in the streets. Current examples of Minneapolis and Portland violence are right in line. Because those who hope to gain from the anarchy see it working, it will get worse. Openness has transformed into celebrating bad behavior. Eventually, people on the right will hit back. We have not yet seen the full evolution of mob warfare. It will define modern politics for years. How we each react to it will define who wins the 2020 election, and if seen as successful to win elections, then the mob will strengthen.
The mob, it doesn't matter. The mob is what took over Black America. It was mob rule. All the foreigners was deputized by the federal government, and they just went on a fucking war against black people.
Of conservatism. There are characters that make a defense of faith in a land of sin and conflict.
Now, why the Iron Cross? Why did he put the Iron Cross there?
Other characters argue the chief complaints by progressives and socialists we hear today against American originalist tenets. Under the mask of future characters, the book explains what actually drives the right, why people will vote again for Trump, what conservatives fear will happen if the hard left goes unchecked, and that constitutional conservatism was born out of the failures of totalitarianism. Nearly half of Americans have never heard these arguments before. The American Testament has shades of 1984, Fahrenheit 451, and other dystopian political novels, with an emphasis on credible outcomes for the future, both in terms of politics and technology.
You know what? My man just texted me, shout out to Rico. He said he even talk about Woodrow Wilson writing to Pope Pius. Press 1. No, Woodrow Wilson wrote to Pope Pius. Press 1. You know Woodrow Wilson. Shout out to Rico. Woodrow Wilson that's Pope Pius, and let me find Woodrow Wilson. So you telling me these two was writing to each other? Boy, America about to wake up to the most insane shit you ever heard. That's what my man Rico said, and they write to each other too, Kev, Pope Pius and Woodrow Wilson. How the hell did Woodrow Wilson write to Pope Pius? They was alive at the same time. Press 1. They was the same damn person. That's why. One with glasses and the other one with the cross. Press 1. Put a hat on him. It's the same dude. This is when he was a little bit younger, just like all the other pictures. They always do 4 years, 5 years over here, then end up as an American president somewhere in the future. Press 1. Their whole life has been nothing but
the American Testament
jumping around in storylines and scripts, trying to make their history add up. So he just wrote himself. He just wrote himself. Made it look like he writing somebody across they ain't writing nobody across no damn water. Wrote himself. The American Testament. Let me see. So you can actually play this? This is like oh my, you can read it.
Oh my, okay. I'm glad you sent me this, champion. You got to call me back, Rico. Ooh wee. You got to call me back, Rico. Morgan, group of financiers, Standard Oil. Yeah, all operating out of the trust. So we right. Yeah, we right. Definitely. Oh yeah, most definitely. That's what I was saying. Y'all better get familiar with what that trust is and what I'm actually saying, because Rico is probably head exploded. His head exploded. This is what he been researching on his own time. I'm gonna bring up a picture that he just put up. He just sent me, so I'm gonna show you guys right now. Sometimes, sometimes we got to take a break because
unknown caller.
Because shit, y'all. Sometimes I got to take a break from this. I'm like, damn, it is a lot of information. What up, champ?
Hey, what up, champ? I just want to call back because the video you were showing, I wanted to say if that was the right one I was reading, but I sent you the actual book. It's by Joseph Freeman.
Okay,
and
by
what's
Joseph
funny is
Freeman.
Yeah, they don't have no video on it. I sent you the PDF version. I was able to get it free. Blessing. What I was going to say, what was really funny was this. Now he worked for the New Masses paper, The Liberator. At this time, he's going to be a journalist. So when he come and grow up, he's going to start being in journalism. But he really against the communist stuff. But he didn't write the book until 1935. So in hindsight, he just gave me this whole inner understanding of how he really working for at the best level to really just working through stuff that he's saying each and every one of them been doing. So I'm gonna say what I want to add on that. Hold on, my fault. With that, when I said about the Pope Pius letter, say I want to do more research on it, but that's how he knows in detailed information, because he really talking about the propaganda war all the way back then. He letting it be known like how they was thinking. A lot of stuff he's talking in deep detail. So it's a good book. Read it up to like the 300 page. I think that about 125 is where he actually coming to America. And no, not 125, about page 60, 65. I apologize. He's coming to America. A little bit before that, he goes to kind of get like a pre-story. And then about page 65, he go into great detail about page 300. And it's really a great read right there, because it do give the breakdown of, again, what you've been saying about how these people are really family members and how they really just, again, been fighting for one thing. And this is, again, keep us down. No matter if we was in New York, if we was in the South, or we was in the West. So I just wanted to make sure to get you the right book. And that's it. I'm gone, bro.
Well, you got to start somewhere. Thank you for that call, champion. What it says here is the House of Rothschild uncrowned the kings of Europe. Press 1. So we got the House of Rothschild with these Hindu India, Master House of Sassoon. Oh my goodness, like the hair product place. Oh my goodness. Masters of India and China. House of Rockefeller, Princes of North America. So they went into dealings with East Indians. But the East India Company was owned by who? Who started the East India Company? It had nothing to do with the Rothschilds. Press 1. Who started the East India Company? See? This is a stolen legacy. This is exactly what I've been talking about. This is exactly. So it's telling you right here, the House of Rothschild uncrowned kings of Europe, right? East India Company is the Red Cross. Press 1. You see what they did? The East India Company is the Red Cross. Asian, the Chinese, and the masters of India is who stole who all did it. Look, the House of Ishabs, Lord of Seas. Look, House of Jardine, Noble Opium Knights, House of Rhodes and Oppenheimers, African monopolist of gold and diamond. Oh, here they go, the Oppenheimers. Okay. Well, this is how they stole it. The East India Company took it from Virginia Company. No, the East India Company did not take it from Virginia Company. The Virginia Company and the kings back then owned all of it. They didn't take it from the Virginia Company of London, and the East Indian Company is a joint stock company called Plymouth. The Plymouth Rock is the merge of companies of the East Indian and the Virginia Company, which started the Virginia, which gave you your sovereignty. Press 1. That's original colonists right there. That's what gave you what you call Virginia today. Press 1. These is, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. But what happened to the East Indian Company? They bankrupted, remember? And what did King James and them do? They gave the sovereignty of the crown to the people of North America, to the settlers of Virginia, so they wouldn't be subjugated to slavery or servitude. He gave them freedom and made them freedmen, and kind of like of the first people of royal descent, kind of like in America. You became freemen and operating and doing that. But this is hilarious. So what we did was we just identified the families who did the stealing. Hello, we just identifying the families who did the stealing. When you say reparation, well, you must be talking about the people who was running Virginia, and here we go again. That's Washington. Here we go again. Who fought for your freedom? Who gave you freedom? Now, who wanted it from you? Press 1. You didn't have to fight for freedom because the kings of Europe gave you freedom. They gave you freedom before 100 years before these people stole it and took it from you and gave you black. You had right. You had the freedom. You were a freedman. That's insane. So knowing that King George and George Washington are like East India, this is all the same shit. So they took it from the kings of Europe, which would be the Americas, which you would call America. This is all Greater Brit. This is all it is. This is a Brit. Press 1. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So y'all are children of East Indians and Chinese people. They're white people. Facts. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Oh, white people come from Asian folk and East Indians. That's how you get Caucasian people. That's how you get Caucasian people. That's all it is. It's just a blend of the two. But it's just funny how it all makes sense of this being like the king's place. Period. Not period, but you understand. So I'm going to look into that book, of course. But mentioning how crazy George was and all that, don't mention King James owned it either. Thanks for understanding. But mentioning how crazy King George was and all that. Who said King George was crazy? The crazy people? King George couldn't have been crazy if he got rid of slavery and trafficking. He couldn't have been crazy. They called him crazy because that's some crazy shit. To what? You gave these people what? Oh, that's crazy. But it's real. Without George Washington, you wouldn't even know what freedom was. So, King George was crazy, but George Washington was smart. See, King George was crazy, but George Washington was smart as hell. Press 1. It's the same. It's the same. He ain't crazy. He ain't crazy. They just took everything, and that's what they would say. Hey, it's been a great time. I'm going to get some research out the way. Get ready to enjoy my Saturday. It's 3:36 on the East Coast. I hope y'all out there somewhere. I hope y'all learned something, took something from this conversation. There's only so much talking I could do before my stomach get to going. Shout out to the people who contributed to the page. Shout out to my Patreon. Time to get back to work. And as always, family, I holla.